Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another hilarious edition of your show. That's right. We are the Kickout Crew. Want to welcome everybody to this episode. Thank you for joining us. And you know what? Thank you for the positive feedback from last week's episode. Hope you were able to watch it because, boy, howdy, it's a doozy, isn't it? That being said, you can reach us on all of our socials. That is Kickout Crew. Watch videos exclusively wherever you can. That's a joke. But I'm just, I've been rambling too much. But I do want to, hey, and then everybody else, look at us. We're all here together. You know, that's what your show is all about. You know what else your show is all about? Brad. So I'm going to, quit rambling and I guess kick it on over to Brad because he looks just rip roaring and ready to go.
Yeah, you
Brad.
know what? I wasn't as ready as I thought I was, James, but go figure, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess what I found it. Never mind. All right, perfect.
There you go.
So, I'm not going to bitch too much this week, but I got a couple things. So on New Year's Day, it's always good to, New Year's Day has got to be the worst day, like we said last week, to start like your resolutions because what? You feel like ass. Why? Because you're either drinking too much, you're out late, whatever the case is, you're up past midnight. You're up past midnight and you're up late and you don't go to bed at 12:01, do you? No. So you're already feeling a little bit like crap. So it's a tough day to get going, but I did go for a run. And listen, I'm not starting a new tradition here. I do run. So I'm about a quarter of a way down my road and my neighbor jumps in front of me and says, "Are your ear pods in?" AirPods. I said, "Yes." And I have now stopped running. And she goes, "I have a question for you about my car." In what universe do you jump in front of somebody that's running and stop them from running to talk? Okay, it's not okay. It's not just me walking my dog. I'm trying to exercise. You stop me from exercising to talk about this bullshit on New Year's Day. I don't want to ask. You probably owe too much on it, okay? I'm sorry about that. You bought it during the boom where you paid 10,000 over. But the case is, guess what? I'm 3 houses down. You can find me anytime. Well, not anytime, but you can find me. Knock on the door. I walk the dog twice a day. Both dogs, 2 different times, twice a day. And you can't stop me then? No. You got to wait for me to be with ears in, jogging. That's when you stop me. No, never do that. This is advice to everyone. Do not do that. So, James, you're going to appreciate this next thing.
Oh, I bet.
You've worked at a grocery store for a long time. I bought a big jar of pickles, okay? And I have everything in the bags, and I'm leaving. And you know what? Nothing's quite going right in this shopping cart, okay? Buggy, wherever you call it, wherever you're from. Okay. So nothing's quite going right. Things are falling out, and I'm trying to hold on to it. I probably should have just stopped and shuffled everything back and just took a minute to make sure everything was in the cart properly, but I didn't. So by the time I get behind someone else's vehicle, not mine, the jar of pickles drops, smashes everywhere, and it is a big jar, and it is big glass. And I'm like, now I have one of those moral decisions to make, right? Do I just leave the jar of pickles there and act like I didn't do anything? Or do I sell myself out? So I decided to do a little bit of both. I go inside and I tell the person behind the counter, "I'm not sure what's going on out there, but there's a big ass jar of pickles that's behind that car over there. So it's very unsafe. And someone's going to run it over, you can pop a tire." They're like, "Oh, thank you so much." I'm like, "Yeah, no problem." Now, I mean, me picking it up really doesn't make sense though either. I don't know how much of it I would have got. It is really smash. They really need to bring someone out there to do it. So that part's okay that I didn't pick it up, but I did kind of, imply that I didn't do it either. However, I still needed pickles. So I'm back in the store now and I go, I buy the same ones. Now I'm going to the self-checkout and guess who sees me there? The woman I told about it. Like, yeah, this is quite a coincidence. I was leaving. I was leaving but now I'm back to buy pickles for no reason other than I just wanted pickles now. I saw the broken pickles and I just want them. Yeah, sure, pal. Sure, pal. I'm just gonna go and never come back. Thank you.
That's
Why
like
don't
that
you switch
episode
to
of
a
The
different
Office.
store?
What's that?
Like that episode of The Office when Michael hits Meredith with his car. And they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, Michael, good thing that you were on the scene." And you're like, "Yeah, well, I was in the car that hit her."
What were you saying, Mike?
I would have went to a different store about pickles.
I thought about it.
That's right.
But I thought I could sneak it. I did not. And now I do. I'm a regular there. This is the people that found my wallet and called me up. Same woman.
Then you paid them back by dropping pickles in the parking lot.
Yep, and buying new ones. finally, I'm going to give a public announcement to everyone. I have been this guy, and I don't want to be this guy. So this was something I read New Year's Day. I get it. It's the public announcement to everyone at the gym. I get it. It's your thing. You're the pro. You know it all. But January is ahead, and like it or not, a lot of people who genuinely want to work on themselves signed up. It's like going to a new school. Some are nervous. They do not know the rules or machines. Do not give them an excuse to quit their membership. Be the reason they stay. Say hi, ask them if they want help, show them around. You know what? I have been that guy. Not to be a dick or anything there, but that says, oh, hey, here comes January. All the people that are going to be out by February. You know what? That is the wrong attitude. If people genuinely want to work on themselves and they want to do better and they're a little uncomfortable there, let's all make the effort to make them feel a little more comfortable. So,
yeah, let's try a little harder, Richard.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I read this and I said, you know what? They're right. Because there's always a time when you were the one there that was there for the first time. So, and you would have probably liked someone to help you out, and maybe someone did help you out. And that is the reason you're still there. So that is good advice. So I have decided that no one's probably going to listen to me anyway, but I'll at least say hi to them.
I mean, 90% of the people may end up quitting, but what if that one person really sticks with it and like changes their whole life, you know?
Yes, exactly. So something's motivating them to be there that day, whether it lasts or not. Don't be the reason that they quit. So
Exactly.
also, I wanted to give a shout out to Josh Henney. Just finished the knee surgery. Man, it looked rough. So the crew just wants to give our best to him. He's been through a lot in his life with different kind of illnesses and stuff like this. So just our best to him and a speedy recovery to you and your family. Back to you, James.
Hell yeah. Well, you know, he's my favorite Undertaker. I'll put it that way. Yeah. Shout out.
Got Jared here. Same with Conrad.
Oh, man. Well, hey, there's no need for correction on that. But you know what there is no need for correction on? It's my favorite segment that we've been doing for fucking ever, it feels like. You know it. I know it. It's Mike's List. So can't wait for another one. What are we doing on this one, Mike?
Apparently we're correcting it because some of y'all assholes think it's wrong.
Brad?
Yeah, just me. Just me thought it was wrong.
So no, we're just gonna do a final check on the list, see how we feel about it, see what we think on it, and anybody else that needs to be added that Brad wants on there. And
Well, we all have one, right?
we all have one that is not on the list, and we all pick one person. So
All right, you pick who you want to go first, Mike.
I picked Austin Theory. I think, you know, he's a hell of a heel. He comes out there. He was United States champion for a while. He puts on great matches. He's great on the microphone.
So all right. I think he's a good choice to put on this list. He's an up and comer. He's been the champion. I think you put him right around where Solo is, 24, 25.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I just think he needs to be on there. I'll say 25, knock out Logan Paul.
What do you guys think?
That's pretty safe.
It's safe, and he's gonna be off the 25 after we add someone else anyway. But
yeah, I know there's I'm sure there's gonna be one or two that's gonna jump him.
I mean, he's a solid choice.
Should have kept Austin Henry.
I like that too. I want to
give him a few years, and I mean, honestly, I think he's going to be one of the top guys.
Well,
I mean, he got the golden egg.
That's the
He
thing.
did beat John Cena at WrestleMania.
Right.
And,
Shout out to our producer Brian for taking out the click. Thank you for taking that out, man. That's professional as hell, buddy.
The click was open.
Did that just for you there, Adam.
I love you.
But Austin Theory also had the backing of Vince McMahon, so I know he's not around anymore, but
The
still.
golden egg.
Oh, is that what you meant by that? I'm sorry.
No.
So,
Yeah, I guess it's a little pun.
Drew McIntyre at one time, and we see where that got him.
Yeah, he's a champion. Or he was.
Austin Theory actually made the top 50 in the PWI 500.
Yeah. And so Alex Kane made number 34. What are we getting at?
Hey-oh.
There you go.
I'll
Should
make
be
sure to
number
tell him
one.
that when I see him in March.
I'm going to see him.
Alex Kane number 1 on the list.
Hopefully going to see him. Well, as we record this, it's Saturday, so I'm going to see him face Richard Holiday. Also going to see.
You saw him, and wasn't it awesome?
That's what I said. As we record this, I have. But Jacob Fatu versus Matt Riddle. Pretty excited for the show.
Oos.
Bro.
2300 Arena, and I am rooting for Fatu. Because, like I said earlier, I'm an Oos, even in my own, if only in my own mind.
Ain't that the truth?
So who's next to add on the list?
You just don't want to hear me talk?
Somebody
It's going to be a 3-hour podcast.
Yeah, well, we'll get to
Boom.
a name performer soon.
Well, Adam, who do you got?
I have Kenny Omega.
He's
Had a
been up
damn
there.
good 2023 when he come back from his hiatus from all of his injuries. And now he has diverticulitis.
So he has been missing a lot, but he's still relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's had some good matches when he's in them. Always does usually.
He has been a trios champion this year.
Number 25 in the PWI 500.
So that's our thing today.
I was comparing their list to ours.
Well, ours is better.
I think he should be right around Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens area.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I really love Kenny Omega, but he's been hurt a lot of the year.
Yes.
So he has had great matches, but
And he was suspended too.
yeah.
Yeah, he was. So yeah, I'm good with that.
That
Yeah.
was this
Right in
year.
between. Right underneath Sammy, right above Kevin.
I like that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Break them two up.
I would group them together for sure.
They're giving a lot of love to Carmelo Hayes on this list, man. That's awesome.
We don't care about that. Devin, who do you got?
All right, so for our list, I want to add Zack Sabre Jr. All of 2023, he was the NJPW TV champion, and he also faced Bryan Danielson at Wrestle Dream. I just feel like he's definitely been a significant figure this year.
And number 36 on the PWI.
I think he belongs. I'll give him number 36 on this one.
Mike is not a fan of Zack Sabre. He's up there. He's up
If
there.
it
with
ain't mainstream, Mike ain't fucking with it.
except for Speedball.
I mean, he is
Because we
ahead
saw
of
him.
Theory.
Because we saw him.
So give us an opinion, Devin.
Honestly, I was thinking around Bryan Danielson, just because he was carrying New Japan for half the year, at least New Japan Strong.
How about we get some information from the back? Brian, what do you think of this one?
Yeah, this one, you guys.
I think Zack Sabre Jr. is a good choice. I don't know if I would put him that high up. He hasn't wrestled a lot, so to speak. Japan only holds him to about usually 2 or 3 dates a month. He's only had roughly 2 or 3 matches in the States, including recently with Impact Wrestling in the main event of their last show. I don't know if I'd go up by Bryan Danielson. I was thinking kind of around like 2021, kind of around Swerve, Chris Statlander area.
I don't think I don't watch enough of him to give a good opinion of this. I really don't. I have seen him. I've watched a few matches, but I don't know enough. So that's why I asked for both of you, because I know you're both avid watchers, you and Devin.
It's kind of the Speedball Mike Bailey argument, if that not a lot of people watch Impact, so a lot of people don't see him. It's the same thing with New Japan. Not a lot of people watch New Japan, kind of like you said, so the name's not out there as much.
Yeah, I probably watch 1 out of every 5 of the New Japan weekly show, and I don't watch much of the pay-per-view unless they break it up on that show. So that's why I don't think I can speak intelligently.
He's
Oh,
been on
right.
Ring of Honor also.
90 episodes of that, Brad.
Right.
But you guys can put him. I'll go with what you guys think on this.
I'd say number 20, 21.
Okay. I'll be okay with that. Devin, it's your guy.
Yeah, I'm cool with whatever.
So
I don't
Right
watch
above-
as much of it, but I watched Wrestle Kingdom.
Putting him
And
above
Rocky Romero
Swerve?
was putting him over
I am.
tremendously. So
Yeah, above Swerve, who wrestled. I like the guy and all. Dustin Rhodes. Runnels.
fucking dog.
Well, he wrestled for New Japan.
I'm ready to
for
put
Ring of
I'm ready to
Honor.
put Nana over freaking Swerve.
So, all right, James. Who do you think needs a?
Man, I have two choices, and I don't know which one to pick.
Are we serious? You're not picking the one we thought?
But I have another one, man. Another one that's
Well, you don't put what's his name on there. He ain't going
Sami
on.
Zayn's already on there, James.
Ah! All right. Yeah, I'll add it. I'll add my second choice in when we get done with this topic. But you know who I'm choosing? Hangman. That's cowboy shit. Why not?
Number 36.
Assholes. I was thinking, like, can you go higher than one?
Oh,
Yeah, you can go negative.
I mean, you got to put him under. I hate saying this, but because Swerve has beat him recently a few times, right?
I would say, yeah, I was about to say like the 21, 22-ish area.
Yeah, I agree.
I would put him, you know what? I'll do this. I'll be admirable and non-biased. I'll put him below. Oh, man, he's got to go below Becky, I guess. Yeah, below Becky. Because I was gonna say he needs to go below Statlander for sure. So I'll go below Becky. 24.
So in between Becky and Tiffany Stratton?
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
And if Brad doesn't pick my second choice, I'm gonna definitely.
No, I already told everybody who my pick was.
We're skipping Brad this week.
You know, right now that's not possible.
Who'd you pick?
It's going to be CM Punk. And listen, I'm not a fan of CM Punk. Everybody knows.
Obviously, you are. You picked
no,
him.
but what I do know is this: he is the most polarizing wrestler in wrestling. His character. If he wasn't around, I don't know what Busted Open would be talking about this year. They said that, by the way, too. I mean, he may not have wrestled a lot of matches. He may not have won a lot of championships. Well, he has won a championship. He may not have won a lot of championships, but he is in the conversation everywhere, and he's a needle mover, and he like I said, the most polarizing wrestler right now in wrestling. Can anybody argue that?
No.
That's fair.
So
I think
impact on the business alone, he's got to be somewhere high.
Right. Like I said, I mean, he does have good matches, but he hasn't had a bunch of them between being suspended and then fired. And yeah, that's what I was going to think is number 10.
I hate to do it. I would put him. I'd put him overnight. But that's me. I'll settle for 10 if you guys agree. I just think that
John Moxley and LA Knight.
I do. I think that just because
I'm good with that one. I think he should be top 10. So I'm good with that one.
And again, I think it was a mistake to do it, but man, I'm proven wrong with the crowds and the chatter.
Right.
So yeah, I love CM Punk. I will say this: I'm a CM Punk guy. But if we're going on 2023, he wrestled for like 2 months,
and that's why I phrased it the way I did.
Yeah, because he is a needle mover.
You know, Adam Page only had like 25 matches this year.
That's why I said it the way I did. I'm just saying
there's only 26 weeks in a year. What are we talking about?
26 weeks in a year.
What? What were we talking about after Survivor Series? CM Punk. What were we talking about after
Randy Orton, Dick?
Yeah, I wish.
He's only wrestled twice since then.
What were we talking about after All In?
Well,
MJF?
No, you're talking about him.
I was talking about Jack Perry, but all right.
But I'm saying, I mean, he's been talked about, and I mean, like what James says, he's a needle mover. So
I'm just saying it's all anybody talks about.
and he's still the AEW World Champion.
It's in a bag somewhere. And he was champion. I mean, what else? All Out?
But we're judging what he's done through the year, though.
I don't know, guys. Listen, I just
I'm
thought
good.
You need to be
good with at 9.
Yeah.
You gonna put him above Dominic Mysterio?
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
we forgot.
This can go on for a while, James. Ooh.
OC, baby. We forgot Orange Cassidy.
Oh, my God.
That's who I wanted to pick, but I was like, man, y'all just expect me to pick Hangman. So,
All right, Brian.
Dude, I think OC had a banger after banger after banger, like underrated bangers all year.
I would put him underneath John Moxley.
I put him underneath Well, no, because Cody's right there. I put him.
I put him right under Cody.
What about that Roman at 7 is kind of a wild card because you really can't rank any You can't rank OC above Roman, you know, but I put him top 10. I think Orange Cassidy had a phenomenal year.
Yeah, I agree. It's a good
I
pick.
can't believe CM Punk's in front of Christian Cage. It just blows my mind.
Well, I mean, if we're going,
Christian Cage had one of the best years of his career this year.
And that's why he's number 12, fixing to be number 13.
CM Punk had 4 matches all year.
It's not just about wrestling. It's about impact on the business.
And on Pro Wrestling Tees, he was the #1 merch mover this year.
For 2 companies.
For 2 companies. Almost 3.
Yeah.
CM Punk is the forbidden door. I'm telling you. If he would have been the devil, it would have changed the game.
Listen, Adam, I get it. As an in-ring performer, as a purist, I get it. But you can't argue the impact on the business, man.
Well, if
we're doing in-ring
going that
stuff.
route, then Bryan Danielson should be in the top 10.
Why? He's everywhere.
AEW.
What?
Bryan Danielson, I mean, he's done main events in 2 or 3 different promotions.
You know what? Let's just throw the whole list away.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's just throw it in the trash.
5 fucking weeks to do this.
No, I agree, CM Punk, as far as influence. I just feel like he should be above Christian Cage.
You love Christian.
No, he's just doing the best shit of his career this year.
So let's move Christian up.
I think, all right, I'll compromise. Let's do that.
10?
I think you know how much I love LA Knight.
Yeah.
I think Christian Cage should go above LA Knight.
So you're going to put Christian Cage at 10?
If you do that, I'll hush.
All right. Let's
just
do it for me.
Let's just do it to shut this guy up, huh? And then we put Orange Cassidy at 11 because we're gonna write the number ready to knock him back down again if we don't.
I can't wait till we post this list and there's no OC on it.
Orange Cassidy showed out this year too.
You think? He only wrestles every
Right.
show and wins.
Okay, so you want and then put Orange Cassidy right above Moxley?
If we do that,
I'd say number
Cage is
6.
11, and then Adam's back on the angry train.
Number 6, baby.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, I think so too. I think he needs to be up there.
We're really
Above-
putting him above Cody. We're putting him above
Cody?
Cody and Roman.
We're off the rails.
Oh yeah.
Damn right. We're getting people talking.
Right.
All right,
Shout out
let's-
to James for getting 2 extra names.
All right, let's
And-
laminate it.
What about Brian? Does Brian get a pick?
Oh,
Did
I
Adam pick
guess.
someone?
Yeah,
Brian?
I'll pick Omega.
Oh.
Oh.
Brian, do you don't have a pick? Brian,
No. I'm just gonna let this go because I was actually one of my names was gonna be Orange Cassidy, so I'm just gonna run with that.
Perfect.
There you go. So
Great minds think alike.
So
there's
we
our
go
list,
1
ladies and gentlemen.
to 39.
And
That's
James,
weird.
that is the spirit of June.
For
no,
real.
Hang
Tony,
on, we
the
should
top
at least have
25.
40.
And that is the top 25 of 2023. We got 40 days.
Actually, we only have 39.
It's only 39. We need a 40.
Okay,
We got to round it to 40.
All right, Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah, okay, I'm good with that. Yeah,
No.
What do you
25 or
What do you
something.
want, Devin?
Oh, you know who we didn't know? I got a perfect one. The motherfucking Action Jackson, baby. He's been everywhere.
I was thinking Cabana Man.
Oh, or CMD.
Oh, if we're going to talk about CMD, he's an extra in February for AEW.
there we go.
Spoiler.
Shout out.
If we
I
want to
like
do,
Carmelo.
I would say if not, how about since there's not a lot of ladies on the list, how about a Bianca Belair?
Yeah, just throw her up there somewhere.
Where are we gonna put her at?
How is Charlotte Flair not on there?
Because she's been out.
And here we
So is
go.
Bianca.
Remember when we said laminate it? So is it 40?
We're done. Okay.
I'm good with 39. That's
Me
it.
too. Only the 25 count. So
Here's your top 39. We've never had a top 39 before. We do. Kick Out Crew, top 39. And every year we're going to do this, right, Mike?
Oh God, are you serious?
We'll start
Every
prepping
year.
for this in early December.
Yep.
I was thinking about doing one next month.
I'm sure. I'm sure that
Top 25. Who's gonna have a good year? Like a prediction.
My goodness.
All right. Well, thank y'all for playing. It's been fun and annoying, and a little bit of both. And it's pissed off Brad. So.
Well, no Roman Reigns, and we were
A
done.
win.
That pissed me off.
It's a win.
No Charlotte Flair. Y'all should be.
Oh, for the love of God. He's going to always find something. He's going to talk about this for the whole episode.
Right.
He's going to keep naming people.
Was Bailey on there?
No.
Was Rio?
No.
Yeah.
There's too many top people to. We could have made a top 250.
We could have made it 500.
Yeah, there it is. And still miss some.
Next year, the Kickout Crew top 500
Oh God!
to match the PWI.
That's a separate show. That's a separate show, and I'm busy.
That's like doing the draft. That's like 8 hours, like 3 days.
Not a bad idea for one episode. Just do one episode.
That'll be our 24-hour cockathon. We're gonna rank 500 wrestlers.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Goodness. Some people started ranking them not knowing what it was because that was a list that never ended. But speaking of anticipation and excitement, it's time to book WrestleMania. So whose turn is it to book WrestleMania this week?
Either you or freaking Mike. That was what was in the text.
Not me, because I'm not ready. So I'll do it next week.
Perfect. I'm sure James is ready.
You know it. 2 days. So like 14 matches off the top of my head, I guess, huh?
Well,
we still have 2 weeks. We still have another couple weeks if you guys want to stall.
That would be awesome.
all right. So next week, Mike. All right.
I missed that. I missed that text, just like I missed the no spoiler text from last night.
I didn't give it. I just thought it was known that I'm not home from work yet. But that's
because we know Brad's fucking schedule.
Don't tell me you don't, because you do. Well, I've made it clear Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
I was about to say you put it on last week's episode too.
I made it clear, but that's okay. I was kidding around anyway.
Yeah. Speaking of kidding around, I guess that's a bad transition. Yeah, so next week we're gonna book WrestleMania. Shout out Bober, great idea. Guess me and Mike didn't get the message. Be prepared.
Got lost in the messages.
Stay tuned next week for that thrilling excitement and such a good list. But you know what else is thrilling excitement? This week in wrestling. So, Adam, as an in-ring performer, what you got for us?
So SmackDown was like a best of episode. And since AEW had World's End, so there was no collision. So I'm going to do World's End last. Because it's the longest.
So you're going to do Dynamite after World's End?
Yeah, why not? We're putting CM Punk in the top 5.
Hey, I will say, Adam showed us a bunch of his matches the other night, on the Zoom. Shout out. And, hey, Adam's got it going on, man. He is a good in-ring performer.
From the tournament last weekend. All right, so let's just start with World's End since it's the longest. Willow Nightingale over Chris Statlander was kind of weird. Kill Switch won the TNT title shot, 20-man battle royal. Hook over Yuta. Garcia, Danielson, Briscoe, and Castagnoli. Briscoe was on a winning team. I can't believe this. Over Brody King, Jay White, Jay Lethal, and then Roosh. Miro over Andrade. And I think Andrade's gone.
That's what it sounds like.
Gonna make it?
Oh, yeah.
You think he'll make it WWE?
Yeah, I mean, he's going to go back. I just don't know. I don't know.
He was
one of going back to CMLL first.
Supposedly, he was one of Hunter's guys, so.
Yeah. I'm glad he wasn't the one that came in on NXT, though. I don't want him going back to NXT. He needs to be up SmackDown.
No, I hope they bring him back on SmackDown and have him feuding with the LWO and Logano and El Fantasma and all that.
You wanted to be
didn't even talk about CJ Perry. Baby.
Can't believe she turned on him.
Big shocker.
Hell yeah.
Her husband.
Yeah.
Can't believe it, man.
Didn't
Just
see that
blow
one
my
coming.
mind.
Who wrote that, huh?
We remember when
didn't
she
see that.
debuted and he was like, "You're not real." So,
Miro's one of them guys that should be pushed to the moon.
Start and stop. Start and stop.
Yeah, that seems like a thing for AEW. Poor Wardlow.
Well, he's got an
Tony
important job
Storm
now.
Rio. Yeah. I mean, he's in a whole lot better spot right now.
just wait till he turns, baby. He'll be babyface extreme once again.
They're already talking about letting him win the title and forfeit it down on Cole.
They already said that. They already did that once with MJF when he had the title shot.
Yep.
I can't believe they said the exact same thing.
That's what they're gonna do. The same storyline, but just with Adam Cole.
Wow.
At least he was wearing a suit when he was with MJF. Now
Yeah.
he's in all black.
With
with the ring.
MJF, it was the first time, and he wasn't there yet. He's been there now. Ah, pissed.
Tony Storm over Riho. Swerve Strickland wrestling
Shout
Dustin
out.
Rhodes because Keith Lee got hurt. I don't know how he got hurt, but
That was a
He's
hell of a
been hurt.
there's
Riho
a
looked
good
good.
match him and Dustin though. Another 8-man: Sting, Darby, Jericho, and Sammy Guevara.
Shout out
Yeah.
to the crowd during that match.
Whatever. Over to Kesta, Hobbs, Ricky Starks, and Big Bill.
Big Bill. Great.
The worst wrestling name ever.
It is.
Big Bill.
I liked it better. It was just W. Morrissey, which I don't even understand it.
Well, what was it? Cassidy Biggs when he left WWE.
I love it.
That's
Big
better than Big
Cass.
Bill.
Big Bill. Original.
Julia Hart over Abaddon. It's a pretty good match. Adam Copeland, Christian Cage. I kind of like how they did that. They let Adam Cole win until Christian bamboozled Kill Switch and took his title opportunity from him. I don't knock my camera over.
Hey,
Kill-
that fire table spot, shout out to Matt being in the background of that.
Have they waited too long to turn Kill Switch against Christian Cage and get
Yes, yeah,
baby
it should have.
Because it's happened a few times now where you thought it might happen and it didn't.
I'm waiting for it.
It's like, how many times can you be taken advantage of?
You know what's about to happen.
I hope so. I hope so. I we'll see.
Like Tarzan boy. Sweet song. Altamino or whatever, whoever sings it.
Who does sing that song?
Altamino, something. It's called Tarzan Boy. I know that much.
Kingston over Moxley, man. That was actually a damn good match.
Great match.
It was
The only way
a
it
whole
could
lot
end.
better than I thought it was going to be.
Needed to happen. The only way Moxley was allowed to be there as far as I was concerned.
Yeah, I'm glad Kingston's finally getting some recognition because he works his ass off.
3 belts.
Yeah,
Shout out.
Not on our list.
Ah, damn it. How the fuck can we leave off Eddie Kingston? Man?
We've all talked to the guy too. We like him. He's cool.
You want to talk about a hell of a year too?
Oh,
Man.
man.
yeah, he's a real ass dude too, man.
He
I
is
love
real.
Eddie Kingston.
He's realer than real. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
And then the new AEW World Champion Samoa Joe over MJF. And surprise, surprise, Adam Cole's the devil.
There was no winning that situation. I'm sorry. There was no winning that situation where people are gonna be like, "Ooh!"
The Black Scorpion.
It's just a shame because I think there's just some changes that happen along the way. That's all.
Yeah.
But hey, MJF's gone, right?
Maybe he's hurt at least, right?
Yeah, he's gone for a while.
He's tired.
I don't think he's going to WWE right now. I really don't. I think he'll stay with AEW for a little bit longer.
It won't surprise me if he's already signed an extension and just ain't told nobody.
Mm-hmm.
By the time this airs,
What'd you say, Devin?
He's retiring. Done.
You think so?
He said that he might. He said he doesn't need to keep wrestling.
Maybe he'll be at the MLW.
is that the hot take? Is that what we're doing? Already skipping sections?
He's going to start the dynasty back up and be back in MLW with Richard Holiday helping win the championship against Alex Kane. It already happened.
Why not?
Hammerstone came back to MLW too.
Yeah, all this happened.
Nice.
Sorry, Adam.
I'm just saying, if they're giving, rumor has it, Mercedes Moné the 5 years, 25 million. Imagine what MJF's going to make. You got to pay. You got to pay him more than that. You have to pay him more than that.
TNA's making this statement saying that they've got somebody coming that's going to change their company.
Paul Levesque. That's who it is.
They've put money aside for Mercedes Moné. It won't surprise me if she goes and runs TNA.
By the way,
I think she's capable of doing that though. Like I don't think she's that big of a name to do something like that.
She'd be the biggest one at TNA because of Deonna Purrazzo leaving.
Yeah, but I still don't think
James is a free agent.
I'm not saying she's not a top person, top guy, top girl, but I don't think she's the top. And I don't think she could be the top.
Just as far as availability right now, if I was going to bring anybody in, she'd be the one. Her or that girl from Stardom. But I think she's going to go to WWE.
So I always talk about real quick before you go on, Adam. I always talk about on Facebook the scamming, right, with the wrestlers. So I am friends with her on there, and I'm never knew what was real, what wasn't. But she actually says on there, if no wrestler wants to date you, if they're dating you, it's a scam. I totally believe it's her doing it. So I actually wrote on it. I'm like, yeah, Tony Storm messages me like once a week. That's not real. Anyway, go ahead. I just thought that was funny.
It's on your Facebook, it's funny how it'll be like people you may know, and you see like the wrestlers and their real names.
Yes.
How many different times I've been seen Sasha Banks' real name on there, but it's always in different orders. Like it's Mercedes Bernardo, then there's another extension of her name, and
yep.
It's like, okay, she ain't got but 4 friends. Come on now.
Different capitalizations too, like a random like E will be capitalized like in the middle of it.
I know, right?
It just blows my mind how people just think they're that dumb, and the crazy thing is, people believe it.
You wouldn't believe who she pointed out someone in particular, and there's just no way. She actually had the picture up. I'm like, nope, you're right. This is a scam.
That was World's End.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, the undisputed, what do they call now? The undisputed kingdom. The undisputed kingdom, that's it. I was hoping they would do Undisputed Elite because it just sounds better. Because we already have United Kingdom.
Can they do that?
Undisputed Elite, they can, yeah. If the Bucks are okay with it.
Oh, that's right.
Nia Jax over Becky Lynch, Monday Night Raw. Kofi Jay Uso over Imperium.
Yeah, Vinci got hurt in that, and looks like he's going to be okay. So that was good to see.
Shout out to that referee for jumping in
to the referee
and stopping that, man. That's what you want to see, man. That's how you're trained, and that's how you're supposed to do it, man. So big shout out to him. And then R-Truth, man. I just can't get enough of R-Truth. I can't get enough of him.
Bro,
he's the best.
I'm sorry. I love you.
He's like, oh, me, Dom, me and you are partners? No.
Oh, that was so funny. He didn't know who he was partnering with.
What did y'all think about the opening of Raw with Michael Cole and them standing in the ring, like announcing what was going to happen?
Felt like they were copying Collision a little bit.
You think?
No.
You didn't? I mean, that's something like Vince McMahon did back in the day when he was.
I liked
back in the early 90s, yeah.
I like anything different.
Yeah, it was definitely different.
I think it's just because it was the start of the year, a different show. Like it was literally a show named
like one of the special shows, but I just didn't know, something they should do every week or
no.
It's probably just because of the day one thing. Probably just trying to make it special.
Expecting more viewers, maybe.
Big
They
fight
said the
feel.
crowd liked
Big
it.
fight feel. Right.
Yeah, the crowd liked it.
That was a good show.
Yeah, what about Rhea Ripley, Ivy Nile, man? That was a whole lot better than it should have been.
This is the Brock Lesnar treatment. It's supposed to be a squash. It looks like it's going to be, and then she sells. It's good. It's real good. And Ivy Nile's not there yet, but she will eventually will be.
She's got
And
potential. There's a lot of potential.
That's a good rub. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's an excellent rub. She was going to lose no matter what, but she looked strong doing it.
Boom.
And Rhea made her look strong because
Shout out Rhea.
Ivy Nile still is green. She still is green.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But she's getting better and she looks good. It's a good look. It's a different look. She's small. She's shredded. She's cute, but she's tough. Like it's a lot going on.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't piss her off. By no means would I piss that woman off. There's no way. She'd
I'm not pissing any of them off.
Well,
Yeah, right.
nah, we're good.
Well, I do have one.
Moving on.
2024.
Ain't that the damn truth?
And then the return of Jinder Mahal.
Oh, really good.
Yeah.
At least that wasn't long.
Hey-oh.
What she said.
Man. It was good though. I love the crowd reaction to him. Ah.
And then
All at once.
And then the greatest of all time, The Rock. Total surprise. Do y'all think he's gonna go to WrestleMania, or do y'all think it's gonna be him and Roman for Elimination Chamber?
Well, my 2-night ticket went up to $3,800 for that day. The highest, like the similar ticket, $3,800 for the 2-night ticket for one ticket on Ticketmaster resale. Now I don't know if anybody's buying it for that, but that's obviously directly related to that show.
I think he'll be at Perth because rumor had it Australia wanted him. Oh ho! Asking ye shall receive. It looks like.
If he goes to WrestleMania, it's the biggest WrestleMania of all time with everything that's going on.
I don't think with him and Punk on this WrestleMania card.
And Roman and Cody, let's not forget about them. Like it's a big deal, man.
Well, but who's Rock fighting then?
Who cares?
Is Roman headlining
Austin.
both nights? I think it'd be G as fuck if Roman headlined both nights. That way, everybody would shut their fucking mouths about him. And
This is
he
what
would
Bully
headline
Ray was
both
saying.
nights.
Bully Ray on Busted Open, he was talking about let Roman and Rock have their match at the Elimination Chamber, and then Solo and Jimmy Uso do something for the Rock to lose, and then oh shit, we got like a setup for WrestleMania: The Rock and John Cena versus Solo and Jimmy Uso.
Cena's going to be there. I will say that. Cena's going to be there. He's not going to miss this one.
And then that would be an easier thing for The Rock. That way, just in case he gets hurt.
True.
But for movie-wise, that would be a good tag team for Jimmy. You know, it's like, hey, you screwed me at Elimination Chamber. Then they're going to set up a tag match.
You want to talk about elevating motherfuckers? If they're on the other side of Rock and Cena, like
Yeah, but then you got The Rock, Cena, you got CM Punk, then you got Cody, Roman.
And then you got Stone Cold come out and stun them all.
oh yeah, now fucking. You want to talk about? I'd have a fucking heart attack. I'd probably cry, piss, puke, and shit at the same time. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
have him as an enforcer. That way nobody interferes in the tag match.
There you go.
You're on to something now. Book it. There's your Bober. There's your WrestleMania segment right there.
Right now. The ticket goes to $5,000. I'm going to miss it all. Promise you.
Rat'll be at a bar spending that 5,000.
Yeah, I got that hotel booked. I'm still going. I ain't going to the show.
Oh yeah, yeah. Hey, you could have plenty of opportunity to do other shit.
Yeah.
And make out like a bandit on that ticket price.
$5,000. I'm going. I'm not going.
So after the Raw re-debuts, let's bring out Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark versus Tegan Knox and Natalya. I felt so bad for them women.
I mean, wow.
I mean, you know how hard it is to follow the Rock. Anybody to follow the Rock.
It was a let me up. It was a let me up.
And then Seth Rollins beat Drew McIntyre.
It was an excellent match. I don't think you're real happy right now, but it was really
right. Just glossed over that.
I didn't like the finish.
I didn't either, but I
Yeah,
thought
I was going to say I didn't like the finish
nonetheless.
either. So
I thought it was a good match, though. It's good.
What was the finish?
Well, it was just a lot of false finishes.
Yeah.
Is that your issue?
No, it's
Yeah,
just we're seeing these repeats, and it's like, well, he's done beat Drew once or twice. Oh, beat him again. Yippee!
Well, I mean, the story's him and Punk, so he's not going to lose.
And then it's like with Gunther was fighting all these same guys in the Miz again. Oh, beat him again. I hate seeing the same guys because Drew McIntyre doesn't deserve to get beat.
It's the main event of day one.
I just wish they'd do more with him.
Right.
Because he legit could beat the hell out of anybody in that locker room.
He was champion for like 8 months. Just nobody was watching it.
Scottish Hammer.
People were watching, they just weren't there.
Well, even that was. I mean, ratings were down. I'm just saying it was a bad
There's
time.
no crowds.
Bad time to be champ.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the plan.
But he carried the motherfucker though.
Yeah,
Like
it wasn't the plan at all. You know.
Hell yeah, he did.
Royal Rumble there were people.
there were 30 contestants.
NXT real quick.
They can always create another title and give it to him.
Oh,
I mean, that's
Here we go.
Stop.
Here we go.
Shut your mouth.
Laura Valkyria over Blair Davenport, which is actually a pretty damn good match.
Very good.
Light heavyweight.
LWO over the LWO over the no dime dealer.
You know what? The more you guys said it last week, and I hear it now, it is a terrible freaking name.
Yeah, the no quarter catch crew.
I'm okay with the gimmick of them. I'm not okay with the name. No one's gonna remember that. You got to keep reading it.
Ariana Grace over Roxanne Perez.
I can't believe that happened.
Yeah, they reversed the decision. I mean,
oh, that's right. That's right. That's why it happened.
Yeah. Roxanne, I think, has got a little heel streak going on.
Something's happening. Booker was pissed.
No, that's his prodigy.
Yeah.
Fallon Henley over Tiffany Stratton, so she's got to be a farmhand.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how that works out.
Yeah, and I hope they do good video with that.
That's perfect. That's how that had to happen.
Oba Femi over Riley Osborne for the
very surprised. Very
breakout tournament winner.
I thought that Osborne was the guy, but I'll take it.
And then Trent Williams over Grayson Waller because Ilya Dragunov's still hurt. Not that much.
It's a little strange with everything going on with Carmelo, and then Kevin Owens came out. But Trick got the win, and that was the most important thing. So,
yeah, whoop that Trick, baby.
Whoop that Trick, man. He's over.
Dynamite Orange Cassidy over Dante Martin. Pretty good match. Mariah May over Queen Aminata.
That Queen Aminata needs to get a better push than what she's getting, but I like Mariah.
I was about to say that. She needs to be doing something.
Because
she's really good.
She's
big
really
time.
good.
Yeah, she's big time. It's almost like it's a step down for her to move up.
Boom.
She should get the Sky Blue treatment because they're pushing Sky Blue. They should be pushing her.
But Mariah May's somebody too. Like she's from Stardom. Like she's good, and she's got a nice. I mean, she would look good in the ring. And I'll tell you what, I thought you're going to say who came out next. I thought she put her to shame a little bit. Deonna Purrazzo.
Oh.
With the talking, I thought, and I love Deonna. I've met Deonna. I love Deonna, but I thought she seemed nervous.
Yeah,
she definitely seemed nervous.
Yeah, and I am not trying to insult her. I just thought Mariah May did pretty good.
I think it was the live because you know at TNA a lot of their stuff is alive. It's all taped.
You got to step up to the plate though, man. When they're throwing you out there, you got to step up to the plate and swing.
And it's just like with Saraya that first time she was out there.
Wasn't good. Wasn't good.
Until she was nervous as fuck.
I think Deonna was honestly like no shame to her at all, but I think she was trying to fight back tears because she was out there in front of her home crowd on the big stage.
Agreed.
And she got dressed like to the nines too. Like she was strutting and cutting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One thing Saraya did do though, she admitted she was nervous when she was out there. She
the virtuoso can't do that,
right?
Takeshita over Darby Allin, but that was a damn good match.
I don't know how the man's not dead.
Some of that shit
there
Darby
were
Allin
two
does.
moments in that match that I said, that's that. Again.
I wouldn't walk again.
I mean, I don't want that, but my goodness, it looks so real.
Now, those dives, those outside dives
he's hidden.
I was watching it with some non-wrestling fans, and I was like, "Hey, this dude's gonna like throw caution to the wind. Like, watch this guy. He's gonna just fuck it, like, and then him doing the shit with the Nitro Circus, I'm like, it makes sense. I'm surprised he even has like pads when he goes.
He's as close to Mick Foley as there is.
For real.
Trent Beretta wins a what is the number one contendership for the AEW Continental Championship.
Yeah, he's gonna be the first loser. However, shout out to Danhausen in the crowd.
So Bully made a good point earlier today. Look at everything Eddie Kingston went through to win all that. And then, Trent Beretta wins one match and he gets a shot at it.
Right. That is true. Brett is going to lose, but he does put on some good matches and he makes people look good and he's got a lot of skill and he gets hurt and he gets bloody.
He's a good worker.
He's
a good worker. He's just not going to win the big one, but he's a good worker.
Damn underrated.
But
good
you're
hand,
right. Why get a shot at this already? All you had to go through to win it. He had to wrestle like 14 times.
A couple of days ago.
Yeah, it is strange booking.
It's like Eddie Kingston had to go through 7 matches to get it, and then Trent Beretta, you beat a couple of guys. It's your turn.
I would almost have been okay with them going for one of his other titles.
Yeah, just one of them, like the New Japan Strong or something.
Hey, you got 3 of them.
Well, the Ring of Honor. The Ring of Honor. How about that? Like, it would at least it makes sense.
And then Swerve over Danny Garcia. I'm interested to see if they push Swerve with Samoa Joe.
I like the dance off, right, James?
Oh yeah,
that was good.
So the shaking hands at the end, and then Nana turning on him, and then who came out, James? Who came out? Swerve.
Oh yeah, yep.
Cowboy shit.
Some cowboy.
Oh, are you talking? Yeah, he did.
After he interrupted the down.
Well, you know that one. I don't know. I wasn't asking about Impact.
That's actually why I like This Week in Wrestling, because I don't get to watch most of it.
I'm not asking you an Impact or New Japan question, James. I'm asking you about your favorite wrestler.
Right before the main event, they're interviewing Danny Magic, whatever his name is, or Daddy Magic, and then here comes Adam Page just barreling through there. Oh, now you want to do an interview? I'm about to whoop somebody's ass. I'm about to find somebody. It's like he has this bag. He's like, I just got here. The show's over in 10 minutes. And then by the time the match is over with, he's out there whooping somebody's ass like you wanted to do.
I'm surprised you don't like him. I'm surprised you don't like him, Adam. Shows up late as shit and just does what he needs to do, gets the fuck out. Like, that's your boy, isn't it?
I mean,
I heard he makes plans right before Dynamite.
Huh? What?
Makes plans right when Dynamite starts.
Yeah, his bag, and he is a fellow Adam, so I ain't mad at him.
Wednesdays at 8:00, I'm free. What do you got?
Oh, be there right before the show ends? Why not? Got to count on them Adams, buddy.
There's plenty of them.
Had company over and I was drinking, but I do remember it now that you mention it.
He looked pissed. He looked terrible, by the way, too. Like,
hey, they're kind of
matted down, and the beard and the mustache.
Kind of giving him a little bit of a tougher, like, just wait. They're gonna build Hangman back again, and all y'all be lapping it up like a dog, in the water bowl. Shake your head now. You will be lapping it up here in like 8 months. Remember how bad everybody wanted him to beat Omega and he had that little climb? Just wait.
I'm waiting.
Me too.
Right, but that's all on my end. Go ahead, James. You have it back.
Oh, well, what's best about having it back is it's time for today's agenda. So, Brad, what is today's agenda?
So we are in now 2024. So let's talk about the best of 2023. We picked one match of the year, and that match is what we're going to be covering.
We've already tried to do a list of the best of 2023, and we fucked that up. So why not pick this is the best match of the year?
No, this is a candidate for the best match of the year.
Gotcha.
We can't cover the best match of the year because that'd be too mainstream. So we cover one of the ones that are talked 14. About. It's not what we do.
That is true.
So that is today's agenda.
Hell yeah. Well, hey, everybody's dying to know what match it is, so we might as well get right into it, right? it is Gunther versus Chad Gable. Look at that graphic. Shoosh on that graphic.
Gable.
Gable.
I
Shout
love
out
how
to
she says Chad Gable.
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 Shout out. It is Gunther versus
I
Chad
love Samantha Irvin. God, I love her.
Oh, did you
Guess
see her
what?
reaction for The Rock when he came out? That was
Real.
insane. Yeah.
You should saw my reaction.
Boom.
Gable.
This is for the
Gable.
Intercontinental title. It's an Intercontinental title match. It took place on WWE Monday Night Raw. What episode? Oh, I'm glad you asked. 1,580. Hot damn. You know, that's a
We'll
lot
get
of
the ending.
episodes.
Speaking of hot damn. Hello, Maxine.
But what date did it take place on? September 4th, 2023, from the Spectrum Center in Charlotte, North Carolina. Look at that thing.
Mm.
Shout out to
That's a
Spectrum.
cool building.
That is a
The
cool building.
The 3D letters.
They just raised my bill. Shout out Spectrum. So they probably had the money to build this motherfucker because, you know, paying more money now.
I think they have your picture on the wall in there.
That
Ha, the top
they may
contributor.
actually. A donor.
A factor.
You know who needs their picture? My picture on their wall? Domino's. I'm surprised I don't own stock in that motherfucker.
You got that and natural light, yeah.
Right? The cold, refreshing taste of natural light. My goodness. Did you say always smooth? Because I did. Refreshing.
Gable.
Shout out to there never being any traffic when these pictures are being taken.
Yeah, I mean,
And that's a main road, too.
Yeah. But there's some people there. I see a couple of knuckleheads over there. I think they're people. Over by the third palm tree or third tree.
Yeah, that's people. Probably smokers, fucking tobacco.
They're like, how did we get in this picture? There's not even any cards here. They're waiting in line for the big show.
Right? Yeah. They're waiting in line for this Monday Night Raw.
But they're doing something different.
1,580.
They're starting at the end of the line.
Oh, so they must have been part of the attendance that was 8,299 that night. Huh? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It had a match length of 16 minutes and 3 seconds, and Meltzer gave this 4.5 stars. I don't know what you have to do for the other half star, but my goodness. And this is actually a very good match, and I'm excited to talk about it. But before we talk about it, Devyn, how did we get here?
All right, so 2 weeks before this match, Chad Gable became the first person to defeat Gunther on the main roster. And he technically did it twice.
Oh.
So Gunther said that he could defeat Gable in less than 5 minutes. Chad Gable took
Name
that challenge.
tune.
Yep.
Did he tell him
Passed
to
the
name that
5-minute
tune?
challenge. And he passed the 5-minute challenge. And Gunther said, this is not how this match is ending. We're continuing this match. So he threw Chad Gable back in the ring, and they kept on fighting. Well, eventually Chad Gable threw him over the barricade and won by countout, becoming the first person to defeat Gunther on Raw. Well, Gunther immediately wanted a rematch with Gable, saying that wouldn't be the way that he would defeat him. And Gable said that yeah, he already beat him once. He's gonna beat him again. So here's the match.
You won nothing. It was
Right
like,
back.
it only took me 10 seconds to beat you last time. I'm going to beat it before 10 seconds. What?
Right back at you, Devyn. Why is this title match not on the Payback show?
So because of Gunther being such a long reigning Intercontinental Champion, that if he wins this match versus Chad Gable, he will become the longest reigning champion of all time. I think they just wanted to hold that for like 2 days to make that the record. Maybe give it a little more spotlight on Raw.
Who's he passing with that?
The Honky Tonk Man.
The Honky Tonk Man.
That is correct. I never was a fan. Never. But
That's a heel.
I wasn't supposed to be. Correct.
Heel.
Alpha Academy entrance, Mike. Do they work better as faces or heels for you?
I kind of like him as babyface. I mean,
Why is that?
Otis. That's it. for one, Otis, and we've had this conversation one time before, you know, they tried to turn him heel with them and it just didn't work. So Otis is a great guy. He's funny too. Gabriel is. So it just makes more sense to have him as babyface.
Shout out Heavy Machinery.
Adam, were you so Maxine Dupree went from Maximum Male Models to recruiting Otis to just becoming a member of Alpha Academy. Were you surprised with the sudden character change?
Yeah, because it was her trying to recruit him, and then they ended up recruiting her to Alpha Academy.
It like just happened out of nowhere, right?
So I mean, that's just the draw of Otis, man. I mean, he just draws you in.
Gravity.
I bet if you walk by Alpha Academy, he'd draw you in too.
Hey-o.
So Devyn, who did Dupree better? Was it Maxine or Max? Yeah.
You mean the actual model agent?
Yes.
I think Maxine definitely did it better. Max, who is now LA Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoes of a champion.
He did not really give it his all, and knowingly did not give it his all.
I think he did okay. I just didn't think it was not good booking, right?
Yeah.
But Gunther with the Imperium entrance. James, what do you think of this old school presentation?
I like it. And I upon watching it back, I didn't realize how or I appreciated how badass that theme is. And I do like the presentation, how it's all like like real sleek and like uniform. And then when they do the arm thing and then boom, like they all do the arm behind the back at the same time. I dig it. Like it's legit. Like you think this is a legit ass thing.
So who are the announcers?
Glad you asked. It is Wade Barrett and Michael Cole.
Yeah, very good. So Mike, I cannot believe that this came up earlier and I'm asking this question because it's coincidence to me. But Mike, is Samantha Irving bring too much attention to herself? I mean, everyone gives female referees such a hard time.
No, I
Can't believe it.
She just does good for what she does. I mean, I don't think she brings attention to herself. It's just that she's amazing and everybody's paying attention to her.
Do you know she was advised not to do the Chelsea Green announce how she was announcing Chelsea Green in that different way? She was advised not.
I heard something about that. But I don't know if it was something that Chelsea didn't want to happen, storyline wise, or was something that higher up said it.
It's amazing, right? Because you would imagine they've incorporated some of these storylines, but they're incorporating her. So I agree. I think it's good. I think she does a good job as well. What do you got there, Devyn?
Twitter ran with that too, with the Chelsea Green thing. They're saying that that's the reason they lost the titles was because they were thrown out of whack coming down. Twitter loved that, or X. Sorry,
it's all right. Twitter's fine.
Twitter.
Adam, who is the referee? And you know?
Couldn't tell you.
Perfect. I'm glad I added this. Gunther throws Gable across the ring. Headlock on the ground by Gunther. And you want to hear something funny, guys? I wrote Angle trying to get the ankle lock on. And I just realized it when I read it through today. So he does really remind me of him a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Chop by Gable, drop kick by Gunther twice. Devyn, is Gable believable as an opponent to Gunther? Why or why not?
I definitely think he is. Chad Gable is a former Olympic wrestler. Like he's one of the best mat wrestlers in the world. So if you're gonna challenge for an Intercontinental Championship, I definitely think that the best mat wrestler in the world has a shot.
2012 London Games. Shout out.
That's a great answer. Gable working the knee, big kick to the face by Gunther, kick out Gable. Stiff shot, James, or I mean, is it a shoot or at work? So this was a big kick to the face by Gunther, if you remember.
Oh, you talking about that boot to the face that
yeah.
You tell me. Like, look at that picture. I think that's how you do it, boys. You want to talk about laying it in?
Unbelievable.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, Devyn, does this make him more vicious than normal to you?
Yeah, if you're watching along with us, then it is amazing. Gable straight up takes that boot in the face. So props to him.
Huge chop by Gunther, another huge chop, stopping Gable's momentum, another shot to the chest. Gable up again, drops the straps. Mike, is this underdog story still good, even though we know the end result here?
Yeah, because I mean, it just puts Gable out there, showing like exactly what he can do.
Gable swatting Gunther. Gunther foot to the neck of Gable on the top turnbuckle. Gable falls out of the ring. Now we have a short break. Gable reverse powerbomb, going for the ankle lock. Who does the ankle lock best, Adam? I want you to pick any competitor ever.
Ken Shamrock.
Oh.
Better than see, I was gonna go. Man, I don't know. I do have to go Kurt Angle. Anybody else have an opinion?
Jack Swagger.
Yeah, that's a good one too. It's a good. I mean, when
Yeah.
they do Jack Swagger right without the stupid hat, they do it right.
Jake Hager. Sorry.
I don't care. All right. So, I mean, those are the big three, right? So Gunther again going for the power bomb. Gable reverses out of the. And they both fall out of the ring. I apologize. Onto the floor.
Yeah, like kind of half Hurricane Rana type thing.
Yeah, you're right. German suplex on the outside to Gunther, throws Gunther, but then Gunther throws him back in the ring to beat the count. Power bomb Gunther, kick out Gable. Gable's family's in attendance. Just wanted to mention that. Devyn is
no way.
just to give a picture of how important this match
That is
was.
a sweet photo.
It is. So, right, German suplex was on the outside to Gunther, but then he throws Gunther in the ring. But Gunther really turned that power bomb on quick, didn't he? Once they got back in the ring, I mean, that was fast.
Every time
he does that. He does that a lot. Like he'll be in there getting his ass whooped, and then all of a sudden it's boom, power bomb.
Yeah, I got confused when I was reading it because it seemed like he was getting up too fast. Now I do remember that he got up fast and got back in and power bombed him quick. So powerbomb, like I said, by Gunther, kick out Gable. Like, and Devyn, is this what an Intercontinental match is meant to be? Rules, wrestling, little interference or no interference?
Yeah, for sure. It's supposed to be the step before the world title, so like this should definitely be like between the two of them. No outside interference.
Is that step before the title ring true today more than ever?
I believe so in Triple H's WWE.
I agree.
Sure.
Yeah, I think it's a higher title than the U.S. title.
I agree as well. Go ahead, James.
So who has lost who has lost to Gunther and then gone on to the main?
No. I mean having the title, and then that's the next step for you.
Well, okay. Then who had it before him? Because he's had this motherfucker a year, right? And didn't he beat Ricochet? And Ricochet, I guess, went up. I agree with y'all. It should be. I agree that it should be.
I think. Yeah,
he held it for like a year, and then before him was Ricochet.
So the U.S. title is a good example.
Somebody like
the U.S. title was held by Bobby Lashley. He lost and then went on to cash in against The Miz, so that happened.
I understand. I understand that a lot of the titles are stepping stones, but it feels like this should be a stepping stone, but it feels like it hasn't been in the past couple of years.
I got you.
So Ricochet did beat Sami Zayn for the title, and Sami Zayn went on to the main event with the Bloodline. So I want to throw that in there.
Yeah, see.
Correction corner.
There he is.
Yeah.
Chop by Gunther to Gable off the top, but a huge suplex to Gable. Then a
fucking awesome. Man, you just talk way too fast over these badass moves.
I don't remember what I'm reading sometimes.
He's got a big motherfucker, you know what I'm saying?
No, it was an awesome move for sure.
Boom. Oh yeah.
So
and the look on that ref right there too. That
right. What ref is that?
I'm getting there.
James, I wrote it just like this, by the way, right after that move. James, does Adam Cole have you pumped up here? Adam Cole.
Who?
Not Michael Cole. Adam Cole. Yes. Does Michael Cole have you pumped up here?
He does, man. And I like because Wade's pretty good. He's got some good ones here, but I like how his it's not really monotone, but he kind of keeps it level. And then Michael Cole is like, bam, like on the big spots, especially this suplex, because hell yeah, like you kind of getting behind, like, holy fuck, Gable may do this, and they tell the story to where you believe, like, holy fuck, he's gonna do this.
Gunther kick out now into the ankle lock. Gunther gets out though. Chaos Theory reversed by Gunther. Powerbomb reversed by Gable. Back suplex Gable was absolutely perfect.
Awesome.
Mike, do you want Gable to win? And why don't you like Gunther at all?
I want Gable to win because I don't like Gunther. I don't know. I'm not down with his promos and stuff. I think that's one of his biggest downfalls to me.
You said a few weeks ago something was missing.
Yeah, I mean I don't know. I mean he kind of does a decent promo, but I don't think it's all there like it needs to be.
He wasn't speaking English a number of years ago, which is amazing.
Yeah,
now.
yeah. I mean, I understand that. And I'm letting that part pass. I don't know.
I think it's fair criticism.
Yeah, I mean, there's just something in there that I don't see him as the world champion. So I don't know. He can prove me wrong. He has a couple months. He has some time before he's going to get that shot. But as of right now, I don't see it in him.
Straps down again. Gable, Chaos Theory on Gunther.
Hold on. So you remember he puts the straps up and then pulls the straps immediately back down. Go ahead. Awesome move.
Didn't Angle do that one time? Or a couple times?
They all are guilty of doing it once.
And then throw it right back down.
But the fact that he immediately puts him up, looks around, and puts him right back down, okay.
So this is his finisher. Gunther kicks out. Adam, what do you think of this move as a finisher, and can you describe the Chaos Theory?
Oh, just that bridge. I mean, not everybody can do this bridge right here. I mean, it takes like a special type of wrestler to be able to do it as fluently as he does. Because as soon as he lands, he bridges. A lot of guys will go too far one way or the other. But I mean, this is legit. I mean, anybody else would have ended him, but not Gunther.
But you're not actually pinning his shoulders. Do you think that takes away from it a little bit?
It does a little bit because you're always trying to hook a leg or put all your weight over the shoulders, and this is more like a knockout type cover, more or less, than a put your weight over him and cover him.
When I watch this, I feel like this is everything I'm told not to do with your back. Like you're gonna pull a muscle doing this. It just looks
yeah.
I'm
glad you brought that's some grown man strength, picking that big ass dude up and
It just looks like you're gonna pull a muscle and you're gonna be out of commission for a while. Anyway, it's interesting. It's interesting. So Gable moonsault, but he missed it. However, he catches the ankle of Gunther, which is really incredible, and gets him into that ankle lock. Roll through by Gunther, but Gable holds on, which is
and they're going banana.
Devyn, were you believing?
I was believing. The crowd was believing. I was on the couch both times believing. I was ready.
But Gunther gets out of it. All right, Gunther gets out of it. Sleeper by Gunther. Gable chants. Gable fight. Gable works it into a cover. Kick out Gunther, but he has to break the hold. Gable dropped it on his head now. Power bomb. Then a lariat clothesline. Gunther with the 1, 2, 3 pin. Gable's kids crying. I mean, did that get you in the feels a little bit, James?
Well, they showed him on a couple hot moves, and it's holy fuck, and then a couple of the false finishes they would cut to him, and then hey, I don't know if they're working or shooting, but look at instant tears, man. That's good stuff right there.
I believe it.
I like how I don't know, Adam may have a little more input of this. So when he power bombs Gable, he kind of throws his legs. Then that, I guess, sways his momentum enough to stand up to where he's kind of wobbling. Then he clotheslines the shit out of him. Because you would think that the powerbomb would just keep him down. But no. Gunther's get up. And then, throws the legs over. That way the momentum stands him right back up. And then he hits him again. Hey, it's awesome. And this is a really good match. I really dug it. And the false finishes in the crowd. And the kids. I mean, my goodness, dude. Really, whoever... because I didn't watch this when it happened. I heard everybody go off about it after, but I didn't watch it when it happened. But excellent match. I liked it.
Just fantastic storytelling. And then they finally say the Honky Tonk Man moves to second place after 35 years.
Yeah.
Well deserved. Second place, pal. Well deserved. You didn't put on any matches like this, kiddo.
Right?
And
this whole thing punched in the face by Warrior.
Yeah, this whole thing with the kids was Rock and Mick Foley when they wrestled that one, like at the Rumble or something
Oh
like
yeah.
that.
Be on the
So
mat.
yeah.
So if you guys are ready, I can get into the listener questions. Go ahead, Adam. You know it now, right?
Yep, Rod Zabata.
He's good. So Rod Zabata was also the one that he was the Imperium match with Vinci that saved him, right? Stopped the match.
I had to go back. I don't remember.
You know why I remember that? Because I think he talked about it on Roughing It Up.
Oh yeah, they did mention
Brian
it
Hebner.
in Ripping It Up, yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny how certain people just do certain, like the matches, like it's the same ref or.
Well, they made him ref of the year for that, though. On that show, they did like an end of the year review, and that was who I think he just loved that so much. So, got questions here when you guys are ready.
Please, though.
So Amy has a couple last minute submissions here. Another question for you, Brad. I want to know, since you said you and Deb and your wife went to see the Iron Claw, I would like to know, what did she think, think of it as a non-wrestling fan? What did she think of the movie? So she wanted Deb to actually come on. She actually wrote, I would like her opinion since she's not a wrestling fan, and we need some estrogen on the show. Deb said
we
no.
have that with Devyn. Boom, roasted.
So Deb's not coming on. She said she's not dressed for it. So she wanted to let everybody know that she really liked the movie. She liked the not, it's not even the wrestling part. She loved the family dynamic, the brothers dynamic. She had a hard time with the dad. She thought he was abusive. I disagree with her. I didn't think he was abusive. I just thought he was tough on him. But she thought that he forced the situation and he was abusive. And she also thought the mother did nothing about anything when they needed help. So she feels that the parents, and as far as the movie tells it, is put them in that position. But she liked the movie a lot, even though it was a little depressing for Christmas. Also from Amy, what did you actually, she doesn't want to be called Amy in this one. She wants to be called Amy, the first lady of the Arn Anderson fan club.
Hall of Fame. Shout out.
What do you think about Arn Anderson going into the Hall of Fame?
Hell yeah.
I love that she wanted me to title it that way, by the way.
Man, I thought about I got my foam finger thing. Hold up. Love it. Hey, Arn, well deserved. Love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's getting the Frank Gotch Award too. That's pretty cool.
So Brad, that was a different referee.
Okay.
No,
Good to know.
Oh.
Well, I mean, if I'm going to get corrected, it's going to be by Adam. Or
I just happened to run across it.
Okay.
I don't know his
yes,
name.
we're all very happy for Arn, and at the same time as Tony Schiavone. We're happy for both of them. So great to hear. Arn
That'll be
deserves
a hell of a weekend to be at.
Yeah,
Someone
what he
say.
said, yeah.
Tony Schiavone will be receiving the Gordon Soley Award. Just
Absolutely.
throw that demographic out right now.
Is that what your demographic was?
Has that one?
One of them.
It's all right. You have 6 or 7, right?
Isn't he like the third person to get it?
Yes, I believe JR got it, and I believe Conrad got it.
Conrad got it. Yep.
Shout out, Conrad.
Shut up! I
correct.
remembered something for once. Man, I've been struggling.
Hey, and Bryant was there. So Bryant was there when Bruce inducted Conrad.
That is true. I've been there for the last several years. It is a fun weekend, and I recommend anybody who can make it out to Waterloo, make it out there.
Not that Waterloo, right?
Not that one, yes.
All right. We can sing that song. We can sing that song by ABBA if you want to. Anyway, so this comes from Ben Jones, aka Ben Kyoto on Twitter. Hoping this isn't too late for this week's show, but I have another question. With The Undertaker doing his one-man show in Perth the night before Elimination Chamber, do you think he will make an appearance on the show itself, the premiere live event? If so,
Yeah, and he'll get burned by like 7 pyro things too.
So what do you think his involvement would be?
I think
Choke slamming Austin Theory.
Choke slamming somebody, right?
Yeah. Or Grayson Walker or somebody.
Grayson Walker would be really good.
Who?
Whatever his name is. Yeah, you see who I
Grayson
think
Walker, Texas Ranger.
Yeah.
Paul Walker's brother. So it's funny. I did this thing on Facebook, and basically everybody's gave me their match of the year. So there's really no questions here, just some shout outs. So Joe
Hey,
Moore.
I like the shout outs. My favorite thing to do.
So Joe Moore said, of course, Bryce Cannon versus Cabana Man Dan.
His shoes versus gravity.
Oh yeah, we got that on here too.
Shout out.
He did agree with the Gunther versus. So just so everybody remembers, he was Joe was involved in that match when it was a top guy tussle. So that's what's great about that. So he did like the Gunther and Gable match, though, that he did like that for sure. Now we have Randy Elkerai, who says women's Charlotte versus Rhea WrestleMania and Omega versus Ospreay at Wrestle Kingdom. Can't argue with either.
Randy watched Ospreay versus Omega. Hell yeah. Shout out.
The thing that's funny to me is how much more Randy watches than James, huh?
I want to thank all of our listeners to this wrestling podcast. I hope to catch some someday.
So Ben Jones wants to know again, does Rock, is it going to be Rock versus Roman? Will we see it at Elimination Chamber or Mania? And what's the outcome?
Ben will see it 3 blocks from his house.
Yeah, he walks there.
I think it'll be in person. I think he'll be.
Hey, that's great. That means you don't have to pay for parking.
But he's going to charge for the apartment building he's at, right?
Yep, I would.
Ben's going to be able to smell what The Rock is cooking live.
So who's going to win?
Oh, Roman.
And then what happens to the Rock after? What did we say?
Goodbye.
So he's not going to win. Are you involved? Are you? Adam? What do you think? What are you doing over there?
I can't breathe.
What's wrong?
I can't breathe.
Okay.
Sinuses, motherfuckers.
Man, that
I
got
thought
off.
y'all earlier what was happening.
Like just on air, like you know.
I was sitting there draining. Now I'm stopped up. I don't think I want to hear me sniffing the whole time.
I wouldn't mind it at all. I wouldn't mind it.
Shout out to a box of Kleenex. Keep them right here because hot, cold, fucking me up.
I told y'all my WrestleMania prediction.
I know. I'm just addressing the questions. Madam, thank you
Shout
for the
out. Hey,
Madam.
this is Matt M. Gave me this shirt, and I wanted to give a special shout out to Matt M. for valiant effort at Dynamite last night.
Does he have the record for most front row appearances, by the way, that we've seen? My goodness.
Oh, his buddy is.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, thanks for the try last night. He tried to get an Kickout Crew poster in, did not quite make it because it was too big. But
because supposedly you can't have posters on the front row, but some asshole 2 rows behind him can put up whatever the fuck.com, and that's cool. But shout out to Kickout Crew.
So
hey,
he said,
nice purple shirt, nice yellow shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Always and forever.
And this shirt. Thanks, Matt. Holla.
But he does say he liked Omega Ospreay at Forbidden Door.
Oh, you ain't gonna read the comments on that one?
What was it?
It's better when you have a beer in your hand. That match is way better. Shout out to what is that? Dave and Buster's.
Drinking a beer while watching ads, at least 1 star.
That is an inside joke between me, him, and Josh Fields, because the server did not come by with my beer for forever, and I was really impatient because I like to booze, and so because Matt and Josh are like, man, this is an awesome match. This is an awesome match. Matt in particular, this is an awesome match. And I'm like, that's okay. I was sitting there waiting on my beer. Then the minute my beer got there, take a couple sips. I'm like, this is a damn good match. It does add a star. Shout out.
So shout out to Brandy Wagner for telling me she's going to get back to me and not.
Boom.
We'll get back to that. And then Megan Nelson, top guy tussle. Hell yeah. Love it. Amy Vaughn, me versus you. Not much of a match, though.
I'm surprised she was able to hit one of the 2. You know what I'm saying?
Josh Gard, Omega Ospreay, or MJF Danielson at Revolution. FTR versus Bullet Club. Gold, Roman Cody at Mania. Rhea Charlotte at Mania are some of my favorites. And Josh Fields, Gunther versus Sheamus versus Drew McIntyre at Mania was damn good. Will Ospreay versus Speedball Mike Bailey.
When was am I going to sound dumb for saying this? I already said there are 26 weeks in a year, so I guess I'm already sounding dumb.
That's it. It's 26 pays in a year.
When was FTR and Briscoes? Was that earlier this? That was last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't think that was.
Yeah, they just done.
I'm not sure when.
The end of last. It was
God.
the end of 2022.
I don't remember the day he died too. I don't know. It was quite a while.
That happened a year ago.
Not birthday.
January. So there you have
it. It was early January because it was like his birthday the next day.
Yeah. Okay. So that's it for the questions, guys. Back to you, James. Thank you, everyone, again for all the comments and questions. That's a lot of fun for us.
Some would say it's James's favorite part of the show.
Some
But
would. We're not.
huh?
I don't know. I don't know.
But hey, we're just getting warmed up. And what else is getting warmed up at 250 degrees for 3 days? I guess it's time to transition to Mike's Meat Minute. So, Mike, what you got for us cooking this week?
Well, this week I'm gonna do a chili mac. What is a chili mac? What you need is 2 pounds of ground beef. You need chopped, diced, sliced, however you want it.
Oh, is this Waffle House?
No, yes, pretty much. One onion, 1 bell pepper, and 1 fresh jalapeno. You need 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 2 teaspoons of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of garlic salt, and 2 teaspoons of chili powder. Then you need to go add in a 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes. Take all that stuff, bring it to a simmer. Add in 3 cups of rotini pasta, 2 15-ounce cans of chili beans, 1 15-ounce can of beef broth. Cook it low for about 20 minutes. Bring it to a simmer. Get those pasta noodles nice and soft, just the way you like it. Once that gets done, add in 8 ounces of shredded cheese and serve with some bread.
What's it called again?
Chili mac.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
Sounds pretty
I
good.
had chili for dinner tonight.
Yeah, it's like a chili with pasta stuff.
Burned my freaking throat because it was barely ready before the show, and I'm chowing it down, and it hurt a lot. But
wow. Was it hot?
It was hot. She made it in that what's it called? Where the thing can blow up if you take the lid off too soon.
Crock pot?
Yeah,
Instapot?
Instapot, yeah.
Yeah, Instapot.
Instapot.
Yeah.
So it was burning.
I got some of this hot sauce, and I tried to get my nephew with it, and I told him I'd give him $20 for every lick he can take. After he takes 2 licks, he made it past 1 lick and gave up.
So you gave him $20?
No, I said take 2 licks. After that, on your 3rd lick, I'll give you $20 for each
All
one.
right, yeah. You put them together.
He did the first
After
one.
he licked it the first time, he was already in. He should have just kept going with it.
This is a great conversation to walk right into.
Yeah. He gave up. He tapped out. It's hot.
Haven't we all?
Oh, I have. Well, thanks, Mike. That's
Well,
your
you're
line.
welcome. You're welcome. And there you go, Randy. It has some meat in it.
Boom. I like how Brad was saying like some warming up stuff. Or did you use both hot eyes, or did you use that the oval thing on your stove? Your brand new fucking high class pinky out stove?
Oh yeah, I don't have one of those.
I don't use mine, so.
Shout out to Chili Mac. It's one of my personal favorites. I like Chili Mac.
About that Carhartt is a pinky out bullshit anyway.
Because it's rich. It's rich people shit.
It is not.
What? Oh, it's cheap. I forgot that it was goddamn great value, Brad. I forgot it was great value.
Yeah, but
you got fucking bargain rack.
Real trees just as expensive.
What?
I don't even know what that is.
It's a brand.
Real trees? Are you instead of like a fake Christmas tree?
No, it's close. It's like more it's hunting outdoor stuff.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Mossy Oak?
Yeah, same thing. Same thing. Same thing as Mossy Oak.
North Face, like Devyn's fucking preppy ass wears?
Yeah, well, that's those college prep people.
I wore an Izod sweater for Christmas.
Oh,
that is not.
You pop your collar over it too.
It's not pinky.
Did you pop your collar over it too?
I did.
Izod. I bet you did.
I actually have a picture of it.
A sleeveless vest. I bet you had a sleeveless vest.
I got one sleeveless vest because all.
I bet you look like and you wear a plaid shirt under it, like full sleeve plaid.
What vest isn't sleeveless? What are we talking about?
Fair point.
I want to see a vest with sleeves.
That is a fair point.
That's an oxymoron if I've ever heard any. I ain't no oxymoron. All right, go ahead. What are we doing?
I don't know. Chili Mac though
is when I was a kid, like I wanted like Reebok and Nike and all that other shit. But instead, we were poor, so we went to Walmart, right? Well, now you can go to
Umbro.
Walmart and get Reebok.
Go figure.
Umbro. Shout out Umbro.
We've gone full circle. Shout out Zima. When are we gonna start drinking those again?
Oh man. Jay, my dad will love. He bought us Zimas one time. We put the Jolly Rancher at the bottom.
Yeah.
We thought we were cool kids. It takes like 8 hours to dissolve.
Yeah, I don't know whose idea that
what's
was.
the point of putting the Jolly Rancher at the bottom because it's not dissolving.
No.
It'll evaporate before it dissolves that fucking Jolly
Drink
Rancher.
them while you wear your Patagonia pants.
Mm.
You remember Patagonia shorts?
Nope.
I
Sorry.
remember Mizzou has. You
Devyn
remember
doesn't remember any
the
of this.
slap wrist, the metal things that they the slap bracelets? They had to
I was
outlong
like,
because people were just fucking
Oh yeah.
And
Fucking up with
Umbros were the shit.
damn right it was.
I had Umbros.
And there was one like pre or before school, like your parents buy you them clothes. Had a sweet ass Umbro shirt, had the diamond thing on it. Oh, it's pimp.
And them Birkenstock shoes. Yeah, I remember them slide-ons.
Yeah, Brad. Some of us grow up in low income housing. The Umbro, fucking baller. If you had the freshest Umbro, you strutting. You stunting.
DoorDash pants.
This is what I get for saying Carhartt.
Exactly.
All right, let's introduce Devyn's topic, huh, James?
Do we have to?
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, moving on. Mike, thanks. Chili Mac sounds amazing. And I bet it is amazing. You know what else is amazing? Devyn's topic. So can't wait to hear what it is. Is it another installment of well, you know what? I'll just let him go with it.
It is amazing, is what it is. So I thought of a game that we could play. I'm going to give you guys something going on in wrestling, and you're just pretty much going to say that if you would like to keep it going, if you would like to end it right now, or if you'd rather let it play out.
Is this
where you don't know enough about it, you're going to let it play out.
Did you collude? Is there collusion with Brad on this? Go ahead.
Nope.
Sorry. I'm the asshole, I guess. Go ahead.
We don't take other people's stuff. We just
Keep
take our own.
on. Oh, wait a second. Yeah. Hey, shout out to Devyn for copying our own stuff in our own thing. This is like an Inception thing because people copy us all the time. And hey, it is your show. Ha ha, funny, ha ha. But you dickheads at least work cited us. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, I like Devyn copying something that Brad does. Like, this is like an Inception topic.
What he's going to be doing the next segment.
I do have a know our crew ready.
He'll be cooking something
No,
next,
Devyn.
He's gonna come for your topic next.
We're doing this, Devyn. Let's go.
I gotta know our crew.
No, that's next week.
All right. So, what do you guys think about the universe, the WWE universe, singing Seth Rollins' song?
All right, so we either keep it,
Would you rather,
let it play out, or end it?
or end it right now?
Let it
So
play
we're
out.
only doing one. We're doing one topic, and then we get to choose those three instead of like three. I like this better. I would keep it.
Oh,
It's
well,
cool.
fine.
Crowd
Maybe we'll
crowd
just get rid of Brad
interaction.
shit then.
What?
Let it play out.
Crowd interaction. I dig it.
I'll keep it. I like it. I sing along to it too.
Same.
I let it play out because eventually it's going to die out. So
Yeah, when he gets a new theme song.
just people get bored of it eventually, I'm sure.
Yeah.
No,
And then he'll
but
come back and burn it down.
They're doing it a lot more with a lot more songs, like people coming out and stuff too. So I think it's just gonna be a thing. Chris Jericho's the one that started it.
Which one do you like better, Seth Rollins or Chris Jericho's music?
Chris Jericho's.
Shinsuke
Yeah.
Nakamura.
Oh yeah, that's too.
No, I like Chris
Hey,
Jericho
Shinsuke
better.
started it before Jericho did.
Yeah,
I
that's
feel
what
like
I was thinking. Maybe
Jericho's
maybe
is so it's just so AEW.
No.
It's so AEW and I love it.
Yeah, it's his thing.
Well, you
Go
know,
ahead.
sometimes we're all
They
becoming
are not
Judas in
coming
our own
out and
minds.
singing the rock song when he comes out. That's what.
If you smell, The Rock says. The Rock says. Like when he singing his theme song, The Rock says, "Do your damn roll." The
I was
Rock
singing
says.
Stone Cold's theme song first.
My favorite theme song, I would love to sing Shattered Glass.
No, I would keep it though.
Shattered Dreams. Gold
Yeah,
Dust
it's better
theme.
than Shattered Dreams.
All right, what do you guys think about Paul Heyman being the wise man to Roman
End
Reigns?
Let it roll,
It's not
baby.
even happening 90% of the time. End it. It's over. Move him on to somebody else that needs a rub.
Ride,
think Paul
ride,
Heyman's gonna
ride,
be-
let it ride.
Paul Heyman's going to be the reason Roman loses the title.
Again, for the third year in a row, we've heard this.
It's happening.
Finish that story.
Listen,
No.
and that's what Heyman does. He goes
No,
from one
Roman-
champion to the next.
Roman loses, and then CM Punk wins. He's like, well, shit. I'm not staying with this loser. I'm going to CM Punk.
Exactly.
I'm
Oh,
not
did we get a
sure.
Roman
Heyman's
pipe
smart.
bomb? Oh, that'd be so sick.
Heyman is
A Roman pipe bomb?
the thing is though, Punk don't need Heyman.
Nobody, I don't think either to do anymore. Put Heyman back on commentary.
No, hell
What?
no.
He's excellent.
Yeah,
little
that's
while.
why you
Mix
that's
it
why you
up.
keep him as a special attraction.
Mix it up.
Yes. No,
I
but
don't
he
know. I
does
just don't
do
feel
good
like he's
ones,
done
like
enough
when
lately.
Roman's
I don't feel
not
like he's brought
there.
enough to the head of the table lately.
Is
I
there
agree.
dissension, Brad?
I like Paul Heyman. I just don't find this entertaining with him anymore.
Okay, so you're going to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so say I'll get rid of it.
I did.
I'll say it again so we can have to hear you.
I said it first.
That's twice.
All
I
right.
would keep it until he gets whatever, I guess let it play out because he's going to cost Roman the title. Then he's going to go with CM Punk as champion. So,
Oh yeah, that's just the way it's happening. All right, Devin.
well, I had a conversation with Triple H the other day. So,
Did you spit or swallow?
both.
All right. So, how do you guys feel about Saraya and Ruby Soho's relationship?
End it.
Brad just hates everything. Burn it all
What is
down.
it? Who is that elevating? What is it doing?
Let it play out.
Well, they're going to.
I'm
When you-
interested in Saraya and Holly Cameron.
Yeah, me too.
You know
That's
what?
new. You know what I
When
mean?
it's on TV, let's let it play out because especially ever since Solo got her nose done, she went up a couple notches.
Oh, when
What does that have to do with her and Saraya?
when Devyn's in-law fucking shattered it with a knee to the face.
Yeah.
So
So
I don't know. I just feel like it's all over the place, especially with her and her boyfriend now. So it's just
No, Devyn's favorite wrestler's husband shattered her face.
yeah. I saw
That's
the
deep cut.
I saw the
you have to
AEW,
pay that one. You have to play that one.
Anyway, yeah, I'm ending it. I'm over it.
I'm with you.
all right, next.
I was done with it when Tony Storm left the group. But
It really got weird after that, didn't it? Like you didn't know what was going on anymore. Like who's together, who isn't? You're right. Tony was smart to get out.
What if they add somebody else to it?
They did, Harley Cameron.
Okay, they add
But
somebody
then
else.
they're
To
doing
it.
something weird where they're talking and Renee Spaghetti's like, what was that? Renee's awesome, by the way. Shout
I
out.
love her.
Shout
on there.
out. Renee
Her
Paquette.
reactions, like her facial reactions during these, like
Genuinely
like-
happy sometimes too. Genuinely
yeah,
happy.
or confused, or just like
Probably she just stared at us yesterday. She's like,
yeah, like it's like you said, like her say something, and she's like, "What the fuck?" Like,
Yeah, that was
just
good.
looking at her face.
Her reactions with the
She was
shoe when
good.
Tony Storm throws the shoe.
Yeah.
Renee's reactions are the best.
yeah, she's the best.
all right, so this is the last one that I got. What about the Dark Order faction?
End it.
Oh.
Well,
I mean, it's not been the same. They're not doing anything with them.
They have the Dark Order YouTube.
I let that play out because I think they can revamp it.
Well, here's what I'm
Again.
saying. End it now. Let it go sometime, and then bring them back.
It's such a
So we-
smart idea. Well, I think it has gone away a little bit. So it's not on TV much. So
That's what I'm saying.
I love the whole idea that you can join this cult. Like I
Right.
was like that you could literally sign up for this thing. It's such a funny idea that you could sign up for this. You could
Oh,
become
yeah,
a
we
member.
we're handing out red Kool-Aid too. Go ahead and drink
That's-
that.
It's funny. It's funny. It's just clever. That's all. I want to let it play out. Because I think
if they get him a little heelish, I think it'd be worth it.
I swear it started falling apart a little bit after Brody died, unfortunately. Even though they did baby face.
What if they brought in somebody big?
It is
What if they brought somebody else in there that was like a mainstream guy?
They should have been the cronies with the devil.
That would have been good.
That would have been better. You changed the game with that.
Good.
That's not bad, James.
You changed the game with it. You make because John Silver, although he may be short, who gives a shit? That dude's yoked as fuck, and he's a damn good hand. And pretty much all of them are damn good hands. And they let Preston go. Oh man, how do you drop the ball on that?
I think Preston wanted to move on.
Boy, but I'm just saying, like, he wanted to move on because there was nothing happening. It was nothing happening Jones with him.
Do you guys really think that they can keep it going until Brody Jr. is a pro wrestler?
No.
What, like 15 more years?
Well, it's only like 8 years away. He's like
Brody
12.
Jr. Brody Jr. is
that'll be the longest running story of all time if they keep it going for 8 more years.
Hold on, Brody Jr. was at WrestleMania in the front row, and Cody gave him the strap. Yeah. I don't know how much Brody Jr. is even involved anymore. Is he?
Yeah, he just Tony Khan just brought him out.
Oh, did he?
On one of the shows about 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay, good. But because he was at WrestleMania, and I thought that was so odd. But even though it's nice, it's kid.
Well, but because like Amanda and them are like all and good.
Cody. But he didn't have his mask on. He was just a kid. You know what I mean? He wasn't negative.
Did you read the article? I mean, it's sad as fuck article, but yeah, man. And who was the two people she had? Biggie and Cody.
Yeah.
Shout out to them, man. That is
the devil.
That is.
I like it, Adam.
-1.
Hell yeah.
You know what?
And then the Dark Order. That's
Dark Order.
You know what?
They can't touch him because he's a kid. So they can't touch him.
Lose with that. Nothing to lose. Because the whole thing was a guaranteed failure either way. So you might as well do something crazy like that.
Who else would be stealing from bags other than kids?
Yeah, this kid, this kid's
on the phone. Get him on the phone.
And you can't fuck him up. So he'd be the ultimate heel because I can't wait that son bitch turns 18 and he gets gonna get his ass whipping.
And it's crazy how this kid has been able to brainwash all these adults to do all his dirty work for him.
And that goes back to what Devyn said. That's how you keep that storyline going for 8 years. Have him the devil and no one can touch him until he's 18.
Wow, it's so good. You could even have done it with his mom too. Like she's a part of the show. You could have done all this stuff with this.
Man, we should be booking for AEW.
Oh, yeah. We need to get 3 drinks in us and start talking through it.
Right? Tony Khan, check it. That kid right there, he's the devil. Good luck pitching that in a fucking.
Since he's not old enough to be in the ring, he can do all the backstage stuff.
It is. It's good.
Oh man. All right. Well, that was a lot of fun. But back to you, James. That's the end of my topic.
Well, now it's time for the fucking let me down, the let me down segment of the show. I like how everybody dips out when it's time for James to be halfway motivational. Let's get the fuck out of here. Oh yeah, baby. Hey, this is what prime time is all about. Sometimes some would say I'm the star of the show, and I hear that. Okay, maybe.
Here we fucking go with it.
I like how Adam dipped on it.
Episode 3. Episode 3.
No, man, yeah. But my favorite part of this show is not it being my show; it's being everyone else's show, because that's less shit I have to do. Hey, so Brad titled this "The Spirit of 2024." And, kind of like reiterating last week, there are some people that will, how can I say this without going too in-depth? Like, it's not, you are not the bad person. I guess it's out of context. So, I got, ghosted recently, and I'm not talking about a haunting. And it's not the chick that was referenced in the other episode. It's a different chick because, who am I? I'm an equal opportunity person. Like, why would I not let every woman have a chance at James? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's equal opportunity. Who am I to be selfish? Exactly. Shout out Bam Beasley. Who am I to be selfish and just limit myself to one? That's selfish. I'll limit myself to all. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
But basically, what I'm getting at is, it's like, hey, I don't want to date nobody. Cool. That me either. Yeah, fair. And then immediately date another motherfucker.
Mm.
So that kind of makes you think, like, am I just a giant piece of shit? Like, am I a piece of shit? Am I the problem? You know what I'm saying? Like, because obviously, like, it's the writing is on the wall. It's pretty much, I don't want to date you. You know, like, I'll date any other motherfucker but you. It's kind of how I took it. And, you know, and it's not the person that did it. Like, I'm not boo boo wan wan about her. It's kind of sort of the action of it. Like, what, what do I do wrong? You know what I'm saying? But here's another thing. Yes, my job totally sucks ass. Yes, my love life is a fucking train wreck. If you've listened to this episode. But outside of that, like my personal life, I got a fucking great thing going. Like I got 4 other dudes right here that are badass. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we got a fucking sweet thing going right now. And
You too, Brian.
I cherish the absolute fuck out of this. I really, really, I don't know how, I don't know how to articulate how much it fucking means to hang out with you guys and do this podcast because it's awesome. And I got like my ad free shows friends and my wrestling friends. Because you know what's funny? Like, a lot of your friends are fickle or they're kind of fake or bullshit or maybe holograms, as I like to call them. But you know what ain't fake? Your wrestling friends. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny how your wrestling friends are the most real? You know what I'm saying? And yeah. So just to summarize it, it's all about like, it doesn't matter if other people cast you off. Because you know what? The minute you walk on that stage, you're a motherfucking superstar. And don't ever let anybody tell you that you ain't. Because, yeah, I may be like, oh, I must be a piece of shit. But I know I'm not a piece of shit. And I know that, you know, I do great things. Like, I do awesome stuff. Have a fucking awesome life. I get to hang out with, you know, my 4 friends. And we're fucking, you know, top of the morning to Ireland. Like, we're doing some cool shit right now, you know? And, so why would I ever fret? Why would I ever get sad about, oh, man, she doesn't like me? I don't give a fuck about that. You know, I got too much shit going on, you know? Because sometimes when you're faced with a mountain of bullshit and you may slip, stumble, and fall, but guess what you do every time? You get right the fuck back up. You always stand up. You never give in. You never succumb. And like we say on this show, motherfucking kick out it too, baby. You know? Like, so, yeah, like what, like ho hum, like, are you really sad, James? Oh, does your life suck? Fuck no, it doesn't. You know, because I got a great thing going here, baby. And you know why? Because guess what? Stood up to the goddamn occasion. Every time I got knocked down, I got right the fuck back up. Every time I got pushed back, I took another motherfucking step forward. Because that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever sell yourself short. You are worth more than you think you are, and you're worth more than you think you will be. You know? Like life is not life is worth living. You know, you're gonna stumble and fall. That's life. If you didn't have the hard times, you wouldn't appreciate the good. And guess what? How are you gonna have good times? Stand right the fuck back up and keep stepping. Like that's the only way you're ever gonna get it. You know, because life is gonna knock you in the face. Life ain't all peaches and daisies and you know all that. It's gonna fucking Barry Bonds you a baseball bat right to your dome. And guess what you do? You look at it, you wipe your mouth out, you say, good shot. You know, could have done better. And you stand right the fuck back up and you keep stepping. Because that's what we do on your show. Don't ever get pinned down. Always remember, keep motherfucking walking. And if you need help, I got me and I got 4 other people here, and we got a bang load of friends. You notice I didn't say fans, I said friends. So, yeah. And that is the fucking spirit of 2024. Always move forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have stuff I could say that could get me in trouble. I'm not going to. Not with you.
I don't even know what that means.
All I gotta say is this. Women.
But it's like, wah, James. You know, oh, you said wah. Like, Life is.
I just hate the bullshit, dude. I don't want to see other people.
Like,
I just
life
hate
is
the
so
bullshit.
badass. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know how many times I went through that in my life. Like, you hear that bullshit of I don't want to date somebody else or anybody else right now, and that's always bullshit.
Right through another dude.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. There's always another guy. There's always another guy.
I don't want to date you. Is what they mean. I don't want to date you. I want to go and date, you know, like. But then in reality, like, why would I get ho hum and boo hoo about that?
Nah, it ain't worth
I got a lot of good shit going. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, on one hand, to be like, oh, James, that sucks. I'm sorry. And on the other hand, it's like, what are you sorry for? I appreciate the sympathy or whatever. But hey, I got a lot of cool shit going. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow. If you don't want to be part of the journey, sorry. But guess what? You're going to fucking see it. You know? Because we're doing shit, man. We're doing awesome shit. We're doing big shit. And hey, there's only what is it? You can only have a +1. You didn't make the list. Sorry, you didn't make the list.
Sorry, man. I didn't mean to get you going.
No, it's not. That's the thing. Like, it's not. It's just kind of like, oh well, that blows, and then like you know, just like brush it off, like keep going, you know, because I got other shit going. Like and I don't need to devote like attention to that because I got other shit I need to devote my attention to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I've been the other guy and I've seen the other guy, brother.
When you look, you know,
I've been on both ends of it.
They're on the other side of the glass in my memories museum. You know, they didn't make the list. Hey, sorry, let me check the list. Oh, you're not on here. Move. You know, and that's all I'm saying. So don't ever get down on yourself because I mean the sun is gonna shine and be glad you woke up and guess what? Conquer the motherfucking day.
You ain't wrong about the sun. Andy said it best. The sun will come up tomorrow.
I live on the East Coast.
That
it
is a
rises
fact.
over here.
You
know?
No matter what goes on, the sun will rise.
Time is always clicking, baby. You can be sad all you want. The seconds still keep ticking.
Yeah, it doesn't change a thing.
Spend your seconds not being sad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that is the spirit of 2024 again.
Again, thanks to me.
But you know what, Brad? Would you rather keep talking about this, or would we rather go on to the next thing?
So I never know how these are going to go. So because we're talking about a match of the year, I did a couple special matches. What would you rather? And so let's just say that you had a friend over. If Erica wanted to watch something, maybe Devyn. Who knows?
Bagger on a pole.
So you had a choice, and she says there's 2 matches, and I got a few of these. Would you rather watch Hogan Andre from WrestleMania 3 or Taker Brock from WrestleMania 30? Devyn, what would you think? What would you rather watch tonight?
Taker Brock from WrestleMania 30. That's more relevant. That's 2 of my guys. I'm gonna enjoy the hell of that, and then go back to reminiscing when I was younger and crying at the ending.
You're already going to disappoint her, so you might as well set her up with that disappointing end of that match, and then you'll be like, "Hey, that's strategy."
How about you, Mike?
I'm gonna go with Taker and Brock.
Okay. How about you, Adam?
Yeah, Taker and Brock. I mean, just because it's Undertaker, man.
Don't worry, James. I know it's gonna be 3-2, but it's 3-2. Go ahead.
The Hulk Hogan slammed Andre the Giant. Shout out John LaJoy, Taco on the league, hilarious dude. But yeah, wouldn't you want to see your hero triumph? And my goodness, 93,000 strong. Give or take the real number, but 93,000 strong. He picks up Andre because he picks him up that one time and then falls over. But then he picks him up again, and god dang, he's gonna get it this time. And then he holds up. Man, y'all always choose that depressing shit.
So it is WrestleMania 3, and of course the greatest match of all time, and one of the greatest matches of all time that we probably don't think it today was on there with Steamboat versus Macho Man. However, if you ask Bruce Pritchard, the best match on the card is this match. Why? Because this is what drew the money. But the thing about it is it's bigger than this, because it was just a bigger than life match. You had hero versus villain, but he wasn't a villain at first. He was your hero too. And he overcame Andre never lost, ever lost. He never won the championship, really. He did finally, but he wasn't like about the championship because he was an attraction. He was an entertainer.
He was the ultimate hero. Like people forget he was like the biggest babyface of all time before this.
and a bigger than life. Like literally, I mean, literally stupid. Figuratively bigger than life. But anyway, I'll remember the moment, and yes, I'm gonna watch that. Not to mention it's half the time, and I can get the better.
Changed the game. Yeah, true. And it changed the game, man. Changed the game of professional wrestling forever.
It was a passing of the torch as well, which we don't always think about, but it was. But yeah, good conversation though. And Devyn, you weren't alive. I mean, you weren't alive. I get it. They're not your heroes.
Nope.
Andre the Giant was how old were you when he died? You were young.
-6?
No, he was
Yeah.
alive, I think, but you were a kid, right?
He died in what, 94?
Oh, fuck me, rotten.
That was
think
3
so.
years before I was born.
It wasn't that long, you know.
Andre
Unless-
died in January of '93.
Ah,
Jeez,
You
it
were
See?
not
was-
alive.
And Devyn was like -1.
I was close. I was -4.
wow. All right.
My
so
dad was 14.
So we're gonna keep this Hogan thing going, but it's gonna be a different Hogan. It's gonna be Hogan
Horse?
versus Goldberg Nitro when Goldberg beat Hogan for the championship. And we're going to go with Mick Foley versus The Rock on Raw when Mick won his first championship. Devyn, what do you Okay, Devyn. Thank you, Mike. Just kidding. Devyn, what about you?
I think I'm with Mike. Yeah. I was a WWF kid. So, yep, I'm going to go with Mick
I
Foley.
just wasn't a Goldberg fan, so.
Oh, yeah.
No way.
We
You don't
really
like Goldberg?
I wasn't even going to ask you. Adam?
Hogan Goldberg, because I was a huge Rock fan and I hated to see him lose.
Wow. Man, I've never heard that take on it.
that went way left field.
I appreciate it, though, because I thought we were going to be pretty one-sided in this. How about you, James?
That's really tough, man. Because Hulk Hogan broke my heart when he joined the NWO. But man, when Mankind, like the guy that shouldn't be there, the ugly dude pulling his hair out and hanging out with rats and stuff, like he's wearing a mask and he wins the title against the Golden Boy. And there's a glass shatter moment that, I don't know, probably one of the loudest reactions of all time. Like,
That had to be one of the biggest reactions of all
but
time.
Goldberg winning in Atlanta, really big reaction also.
Out of nowhere, and he won it by himself, just out of nowhere.
That's true, because a lot of the NWO
After
tried to
beating
interfere, and he
After
won
beating
it.
Scott Hall earlier in the night.
Two
Yeah,
matches,
do you get the
and
Goldberg-
he had to fend off the people running the ring.
Do you get the Goldberg versus Scott Hall match and the Mankind versus Shane O'Mac match from earlier in the night?
Same thing. Yeah. Same idea. Earning your way to it.
I'm still with Mick.
It's hard to, it's really hard to pick one, man. Like this is you've stumped me on
All
that
right, well,
because
we'll come back to you.
they're both monumental though. And how can, like, if I pick, because the Goldberg beating Hogan, that was huge. I definitely ass on floor watching that TV because I loved it. But the butts and seats thing was also, you know, holy shit. Like, I changed the channel. I was one of the people that changed the channel. And when Stone Cold came out, like, how am I going to pick the Goldberg match and then, like, leave Stone Cold out to dry? Like, you know, you caught me in a kerfluffle, Brad. Both.
Okay.
Abstain. I abstain.
I think Mick Foley beating The Rock is my favorite Raw moment. So I'm going with that. It is my favorite Raw moment.
What's your next favorite Raw moment? Because the other one was
I
on
did well,
Nitro.
but that's what makes it that's my choice. It's my choice, and it is my favorite Raw moment. So I can't. I mean, I do like the Hogan Goldberg. I do, but man, I'll tell you, that whole Raw was unbelievable. And
Dude, and well, here's the thing: like the corporation was on like a reign of terror, halfway, pretty much.
Yeah.
And the fact that DX was helping Mankind, like, you know, man, two great moments in wrestling.
so you're
Yeah.
not picking.
It's hard to, man. I can't.
The
Okay.
only reason why I'm not, and another reason it was just so convoluted. It was just DX and then McMahon and everybody out.
That's true because I want to pick Goldberg, but I'm leaving Stone Cold out to dry if I do that. And I then sit right with my soul.
Well, I got one more, and this one is just to piss off Amy.
Ooh, yeah.
The
Which
brainbuster-
nut did you happen to hit with a microscope? Because shout out to her accuracy, man. Your tiny little thimble nuts, like she had to really get like a good Accurate kick. Shout out to accuracy.
The
Brandon Aubrey.
The Brainbusters versus Demolition. 2 out of 3 falls from Saturday night's main event. Or, which I know all you guys are going to pick this. The Briscoes versus FTR ROH Final Battle 2022 dog collar match. Go ahead, Devin.
Double dog collar all day.
Double dog collar.
Yeah, I agree.
Adam?
I'm
going Saturday night's main event. So I'm going Saturday night's main event. Yeah.
What was the first choice?
The Brainbusters, Arn and Tully versus Demolition. 2 out of 3 falls, Saturday night's main event.
I'll have to watch that.
The Heenan family. The Heenan family involved. Andre the Giant, Bobby the Brain Heenan, Rick Rude. It's good shit. You said you agree with me, Adam?
That's hard. It's like what James was last one, man, because it's Demolition and the Brainbusters, but at the same time.
And the Heenan family, like Brad said.
There's a lot that goes into it. And
I'm changing my pick. I'm taking that because I've never seen that.
FTR.
That sounds badass. I don't think I've ever seen it.
FTR learning everything they know from Arn.
I'm taking that because I've never seen it. That's a bold strategy, Cotton.
What would you rather watch? The one I've never seen.
There's a question right there. That's a good point. What would you rather watch? What's more entertaining to you? And I would have to say for you, Devin, more entertaining would be the dog collar match. Because this is older wrestling.
If I've never seen the dog collar match, but I can think of like 3 or 4 big spots right now.
But I remember
you've never seen it though.
I remember them winning it, and it was a big deal. Arn and Tully winning this thing. It was a big deal that they won the championship, and they were in the back, and it was it was Rick Rude and it was Bobby Heenan. They were all like surrounded. I mean, they were heels, but they were excited. And then here comes Andre, and they're all hugging. Good shit.
Oh, that's a hard choice.
It is.
But at the same time, it was Jay Briscoe's one of his last big time matches. So it's
there you go.
I gotta go double dog collar.
All right. Great time, guys. That was fun. Never know how this is gonna go, but that is all I have. Back to you, James.
Man, I dug that.
Yeah, that was fun.
You know what else I dig? You know, since Devin said he kind of switched the game up, why don't he switch the game up again with his demographic? So, Devin, what you got for us this week?
All right. So, my demographic. I'm not going to do the one about shouting out Arn Anderson and Tony Schiavone about getting in the Hall of Fame. I just won't shout them out for getting in the Hall of Fame. All right. So, Adam said this one earlier too, but I'm going to say it anyways. Deonna Purrazzo is all elite. I thought that was huge. She's one of the biggest women free agents out there.
I'm excited.
She's one of the top free agents out there, no matter the gender.
So your first 2 demographics were already previously mentioned?
No, just I'm not in order on my paper.
Ain't that the trick? You don't even have the right outline.
All right. So, did we already see a match of the year candidate for 2024 between Kazuchika Okada and Bryan Danielson? Because that match was amazing last week at Wrestle Kingdom.
Tell us more. For those that didn't see it, tell us more.
Shout out for those of us who have to work in the day. Devin, he's watching wrestling all day and he's at work.
We got the new Bill Stadium. It's good. Fuck it. I'm watching videos like, it's 700. What is it? $1 billion stadium? Fuck it. Which, hey, I don't blame you. It's the Bills. Shout out. But yeah, you know, I don't blame you for watching that. Go ahead.
Let's cut that. But
we appreciate Bills Mafia and hot diggity damn, they are so awesome.
Also,
can't wait to see the new stadium
at Wrestle Kingdom. Nick and Ryan Nemeth showed up during the tag titles match and were sitting front row. Later, after David Finlay won the New Japan Global Championship, became the inaugural champion, he started talking trash to Nick Nemeth on the outside. Nemeth wasn't taking that, got right in his face, and they started throwing fisticuffs. After the show in the post-show conference, they got into it again, brawling backstage. So Nick Nemeth, the formerly known as Dolph Ziggler in the WWE, looks like he's going to be taking on David Finlay at some point in New Japan.
It'd be a damn good match too.
Was he on the list or is he trash according to y'all? Pass the buck. You like how I did that?
Also at Wrestle Kingdom, Tama Tonga won the never heavyweight championship, never open weight championship. In his post-show conference interview, he said that this will be his last month in New Japan. He's missing family and wants to return home to see some family.
So he'll never be back after this?
Well, I don't know if to say he'll never be back, but that after his contract's up, he's gone from New Japan. Nice pun though, James. But that's the demographic. So back to you.
I got something real quick. I want to ask you guys.
Go for it.
Top two favorite moments of 2023.
Oh, this could take a week.
This is a no. This your two of the best things that you think happened this year.
Sami Zayn coming out against Roman Reigns in Canada for the pay-per-view. CM Punk coming out at Survivor Series. Moments, not wrestling matches. Moments.
Yeah, not matches.
I'll give it. And this is me talking, but when Sammy hit Roman with that chair, man, and you knew it was about to happen, you knew it was coming, and it was still just like, they give him the chair, like, hit him, fucking hit him, and they're all like kind of bullying him, and then somebody shoves his face, and he just turns to, Roman. Boom! And I was like, oh, here we go. And that was in January. And I'm like, here we go, baby. Like, we're off and running. I did dig that. It was another big moment.
The fact that we've talked about on the shows. Shout out Bryant. I think I said Trick Williams too. Winning that match, Iron Survivor match, was a pretty exciting moment. That's what I've said the last two shows.
Eddie winning that Japan belt. Eddie winning the Japan belt was pretty.
That was a good one. Devyn?
One of my favorites, I know I talked about last week, but Bad Bunny coming out at Backlash. Just the atmosphere itself. It was awesome. That was one of my favorite moments.
Yeah, Puerto Rico pay-per-view as a whole was really that was really special. Good mention, Devyn.
What about All In at Wembley?
True, we're not even talking about 90,000 people.
Adam, what about you?
And the mom in the van.
Sue.
Yeah, Sue in the van at London. Badass. Yeah.
I agree with James as far as Sami Zayn hitting Roman Reigns in the back.
Huge.
And then The Rock coming out on SmackDown.
That was huge too. Yeah. Bryant, you got anything?
Yeah, he says shut the fuck up.
Reiterating what we did last week.
I'm enjoying hearing all your answers for the third time in 3 weeks here, guys. I love this.
They were really not much different. Not much
Bryant
different.
is my favorite. I really enjoy hearing your answers for the third time.
I think one of my biggest ones was R-Truth coming back. And when he returned,
Randy Orton.
And I guess my favorite thing for 2023 was no Goldberg.
Shout out.
Hey man, but we can't I don't mean to bring it down or on anything, but we can't really talk about 2023 without the passing of Bray. Because that was big. I mean, I understand Terry Funk, rest in peace, the Funker.
But he was an older man.
But that Bray one, it shook everybody to the core, I think. It really made you reevaluate how you view wrestlers and how you view people. And Briscoe too, obviously. They didn't get to finish the story. I know I said this in the archives, you can check it. But man, just the fact that they were taken. You know what I'm saying? They were taken, and that sucks. So we can't talk about 2023 without mentioning, that fact. Loved Bray. He was on a hell of a run. And the Briscoes were one of the top tag teams. They were probably doing their most notoriety type of shit, now. And We have to mention that in our 2023 retrospect for sure.
Oh, I agree on that one. That's it. Back to you, James.
Hell yeah, I just talked. So,
All
well,
right.
Devyn, great demographic, and hey, what a time to be alive. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of cool shit happening, a lot of cool shit going on. You know what else is really cool? Next week. So, what are we doing next week?
So, January 19th, 2007, we lost one of the greatest big men in the history of wrestling, Bam Bam Bigelow. We are going to do a show next week that's going to be in honor of him, and we're going to cover 2 great matches. I don't even know what one of them is. I'm going to give you the one that I picked, and then we're going to hear from Bryant. The one that I picked is ECW Hardcore TV, October 25th, 1997, Bam Bam Bigelow versus Shane Douglas. And you can see that right on the network. So go ahead, Bryant. What's the second match?
Well, I'm going to ask this. Would you guys rather have a tag team match or a one-on-one match?
One-on-one.
Then we're going to go with Bam Bam Bigelow versus Kenta Kobashi from All Japan.
Nice.
Good
And
call.
you can find that where?
You can find that match on YouTube.
So Bryant will send us the link to that.
And the link, yes, the link will be in the group chat.
English commentary, I bet.
Absolutely not.
Oh yeah, no, I will
Shout
at
out,
least warn
Brad.
you all in advance. It is in Japanese.
Yes.
Thank you, Bryant. That's a great warning.
Cannot wait.
I like somebody giving us a warning on bienvenidos, Brad. Welcome.
So 2007. So for those of you that have not watched The Dark Side of the Ring on Bam Bam Bigelow, I highly recommend it. We talk about a misunderstood guy that got himself in a lot of trouble, but at the same time was a really nice guy, just got himself into wrong situations a lot of time, but a hell of an athlete, Jersey guy, tattoo on his head. Can't wait to talk about him.
Yeah. Pumped up. Like Bam Bam, and shout out Major Payne. Sweet movie. And he was in it.
Oh yeah, that is a badass movie.
Right?
I love that movie.
We should have done Major Payne versus Bam Bam Bigelow in that movie where he fucks him up. But I digress. But yeah, so does anybody have anything else to add? Or do you want to hear me ramble for another 45 seconds and just bring it on home?
Let's I think the tape machines are rolling.
I think they are too. And you know why the tape machines are rolling? Because there's more film to be developed. So if you ever think that you're out of pictures on your disposable camera, that's a 90s reference. Always remember, you're not. And guess what? The only way you get to take those memory photos is if you fucking get up, stand up, and to quote Michael Irvin, don't ever give up. That's what life is all about. You know what I'm saying? We're only put here, for one life. Why not live it? Like, why let all of the troubles, pin you down and take you out of it? Because what's better than a pin? The false finish. So when life pins you down, don't let it get to that 3. Give it the false finish. Kick out at 2. Always. And remember to stand up, show up, and never give up. And if you like what we're doing, be a friend and tell a friend. But no. Because we enjoy bringing happiness to all of y'all. And I enjoy the happiness that y'all bring to me. And I'm not going to speak for everyone, but we appreciate the happiness. And you know why? Because we all fucking decide to live. And we all decide to give. And, life is going to be an absolute hard, sucker punch to the face. It's going to Mike Tyson you. But, hey, one more. Stand up. And one more, And the only way you get that one more is if you kick out at 2. That's what we do. Your show. Oh, we and you are the Kickout Crew. And that is 100%. Want to thank everybody, for being here. Thank everybody for joining us. Thank my crew, because without y'all, couldn't do it without you. You know what I'm saying? Got a good team behind us. And if you need a good team behind you, hey, it's the Kickout Crew, baby. So, can't wait to see everybody next week. And, man, as for this week, I guess it's goodbye.
Get her done.
Run.